are here. Like, it's our ship now.
Venom?
Vemin, same thing.
I heard Venom.
Vemin and Freightcheck are taking the ship. Like, they're basically sweeping the ship. That's what Cypher said last session.
Yeah,
Okay.
Vemin sent a group of Mandalorians to go sweep the ship, take any captors, and eliminate anybody
So,
who
like,
said
that
no.
ship is ours now.
Sweet. Can I drive?
No.
No.
Do you
No.
even have a piloting score?
A piloting score.
What is
Alright,
it, 2?
Jesus.
Is it 2?
No.
What is it then?
1.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It was even
Hey, you
worse.
know what? Same. To 1.
This is why you idiots don't fly the ship.
Yeah, this is why I fly the ship.
That
No,
actually,
ACOG won't. He hates
that
flying the
actually
ship.
brings me to an
ACOG
interesting
just doesn't wanna.
question. What do you guys want to do with it?
The ship?
Yeah.
Drag race the other one.
I assumed that Mandalore would take it.
Well,
Uh,
is it too
Kenny
advanced for
definitely-
us to use?
Well, for me and you, yeah.
With
Kenny
enough
also
time
knows how
and
to fly it.
training, you could easily fly it.
Is
Right,
it bigger
'cause
than
it's-
ours? Because ours is docked
Oh,
in it, right?
Ours is
Yeah,
inside this
you're-
one.
My dude, it is so much bigger than your ship.
I would
Is
like
it-
to execute the Holdo maneuver.
Huh?
No.
There you go.
Oh, hold on, let me look. Yeah, that's how, yeah, it is massive.
So, its destructive capabilities are far superior.
I mean, by technicality, yes.
Are we upgrading the ship with a new ship?
That's
I
kind of what
mean-
it sounds like, yeah.
You
Right?
absolutely-
This ship is now our drop ship.
Yeah.
Ooh.
which is a weird concept when you think about it, because your ship is considered large.
Oh, I like our
This
little ship
is
though. We've been
considered
on it for so
gargantuan.
long.
Oh my god, you're
You know,
like
you
a
say
hoarder.
little. It's pretty big.
I mean, it's little in comparison to most other ships.
Yeah, it has a whole lab.
I know. We can put a
Small
casino
lab.
on it.
It's not a lab, ACOG. Get it right. You turned the bitch into a distillery.
Correct, but that's not the point.
I mean, semantics.
He's like
Some-
some young college dude who's like, oh yeah, my lab, and it's just like his bathtub that has a couple like.
Bro, he's that dude in
Features in
college
it.
that makes moonshine in his kitchen.
Yep.
I also make glow in the
I
dark
was that dude in
goldfish.
college.
Thank you.
Is it always gonna be lavender flavored, or are you gonna branch out at some point?
We'll see. For now, it's lavender.
Ugh, lavender
Why would
gasoline.
you want? Why would you want lavender flavored anything?
Well,
I love
Jacob said
lavender
it, and it
flavored
was
stuff.
funny.
Yeah.
I love
got
lavender
coffee
flavored
rub-
stuff.
I had a coffee rub lavender cheddar, and it was delicious.
We had lavender drinks at that place that you went to here
Yeah.
in Utah.
It's actually really
Yep.
popular. You just have to be careful not to put too much lavender, or it starts to taste like soap.
Or make it
like
artificial
any
and then it tastes
floral.
awful.
Yeah.
Like I'm obsessed with rose flavored things, but it's
Mm-hmm.
so easy to fuck that up.
It's really easy to make it overpowering.
Gross. Anyway.
I don't
but
even
yeah,
know why you're surprised. You've watched like all of the Great British Bake Off.
Yeah.
They put lavender
Yeah,
and
you-
roses
yeah,
and
you
stuff
should
all the
know
time.
this.
Yeah. Anyway.
I said what I said. Anyway, not the point here.
So we call dibs
so-
on the big ship, is what's going on.
By technicality, the ship is yours. You
Sick.
may do what you want with it.
I look at the ship and I
Or
go,
you could-
shotgun.
I'm
I
driving.
can give some suggestions, or you guys could do whatever the fuck you want. Up to you.
I think one thing we do need to consider is that this has like capabilities and connectivity to the Chiss. So we need to sever all of that if we're gonna take over the ship and keep it.
Can't Hanny do that? Or you?
Well,
No, we'll
yeah,
be fine.
probably.
Or
I
ACOG?
mean, with enough time.
Or Ryan?
It's a big fucking ship. It's gonna take a minute.
No, I'm pretty sure we're okay. We're good.
I'm not saying we can't do it. I'm just saying we need to do it.
I would like to point out that the size of this ship is bigger than the convention hall at Indianapolis. Okay.
It gives. All right, now
This'll
give a
take a
Canadian
while.
reference so Crocs can understand.
It's big.
It's bigger than a hockey arena.
How many football stadiums?
He doesn't
we
have
could-
football.
Sorry,
we
how many
have
hockey
football.
stadiums? How many
How
hockey
many
Yeah,
stadiums?
hockey stadiums?
Wait. I got this. Crocs. We could fit at least like 35 Tim Hortons in here.
Damn.
Timbits, y'all.
Yes, the standard Canadian unit of measure.
Of course.
I want Timbits now, damn it.
Oh, dude, they're so good.
They're so good. The sour cream ones,
No. Chocolate glazed.
ooh, chocolate glaze is good too. I like their maple glaze also.
That's good too.
All right. But yeah, so just so I have an idea, what do you guys want to do with the ship overall?
I immediately rename it the Love Shack.
No! Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah.
No. You don't just outright get naming capabilities. We all exist on the ship. We all get a say.
Sure.
Yeah, and if it's renamed the Love Shack, then Judas can have a room specifically for
Oh
his
my god.
orgies.
Please, oh my god. Name it something else.
Have
Look,
the-
all right. I'll give
I
you
don't
two
want
choices.
the whole ship to smell like sex.
You get three choices. Okay, I'll give you three choices.
It's a big
Love
ship,
Shack?
don't worry.
Planet Claire or Legal Tender.
Okay, I hate all of those. Where are you coming up with these?
Also, ACOG would never actually name a ship that.
Oh, he would.
Yeah, I need some. ACOG would name a ship that solely to piss everybody else off.
Correct.
Do you guys
Not
not know where
because
I'm
he
getting
actually-
these names from?
No.
idea.
God, I'm so disappointed in all
What
of
is
you.
it?
Just like my parents.
Is this a Firefly
I'll show you in
reference
a while.
again?
No, it's not a Firefly reference.
Anger.
How dare you? Watch Firefly.
Never. You know, I probably was gonna watch it someday, but now that I know you react like this, I'm never going to.
Wow. What the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck? This is something that we always do.
Why are you surprised? I'm like this every day, Crocs.
I know. No. Should always try to
my
improve, Katie.
God.
I am improving. My insults are getting better by the day.
It's because you're hanging around me.
I'm sorry, can you guys hear him? I feel like he's having some connectivity issues from Canada.
Who, me?
I can hear him, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear him.
Wow, fuck off. You know what? You know what? I'm on MapQuest right fucking now, and I'm typing
Oh,
in
just show how-
Katie's house in Florida. I'm a hashtag on my way.
Oh, good luck. Good luck getting through customs. Do they even let you guys leave?
Yeah, you just have to not acknowledge Trudeau. I'd be like,
Yeah.
yo, what is your reason for coming into the States? Freedom.
What's the reason for coming to the States?
You think we're free here? That's adorable.
You're more free than I am.
Nah, not for long.
Uh,
Shit's going south.
Yep.
Literally.
Yeah? Oh, so you're little China now?
dude, Texas is
Damn.
like actively defying the federal government right now.
Oh yeah, no, like we're straight up.
Like we're straight up
Maybe
about to
heading
have
towards
another civil
war.
war.
Oh my god.
What are they doing now?
Actually, yeah,
No.
Texas
Biden wants to open up the Texas border to let millions of
immigrants
God.
in.
immigrants in.
And the
No.
Texas governor
No.
basically was
Literally
like,
not
fuck
what
no.
it is.
We just
It's
watched the
the
news
Texas-
report about it.
Tell me.
The Texas state government wanted to close off one of the parks that they believed was an area that like a lot of immigrants were getting through, and yes, they were. All
Yeah.
right. But then the Supreme Court ordered them to open the park back up to the federal government, and Texas is just saying, no, we're not going to.
Yeah.
And the federal government was like, yeah, we like you have to abide by this. And like, well, you're impeding this little law here that is literally the same one that Texas said that they were impeding back during when the first Civil War started. So we're like, oh, we're going down this route again. You remember how
Oh.
that ended for you last time, guys?
Yeah, but I would just like to point out, have you seen how many people are on the other side waiting for them to just let the frickin' stuff down?
True.
Literally millions, dude.
True.
Yeah, man. We're,
You got the running
we're one of
shoes
the
on.
richest countries on the planet. We can fucking handle it. We've
We
handled it
can't
for
even
literally
support the
hundreds of
people
years.
that live here.
That's because our politicians don't make laws and avenues for us to
Correct,
do
and they
that.
won't even if we
We're
let
not
them
gonna
in.
do that for immigrants either.
Anyway,
I'm having so much fun
John.
playing Star Wars on this Star Wars
Yeah,
game.
I like
Wars
Star
night.
Wars. Let's play Star Wars.
Anyway,
I love this.
I'm not even playing Star Wars.
Crocs.
You know what's my favorite thing?
what?
Star Wars.
That people thought that the government was smart enough to like put tiny microchips into a vaccine when they didn't even look at the state of the website for healthcare.
Dude,
Can I say,
Like,
they thought the
what do you
government was
fucking
smart
mean?
enough to do that when Trump was, like, somewhat suggesting people inject themselves with bleach?
dude,
I
fucking-
remember
dude, I
that.
forgot
Bleach
about
and
that.
sunshine.
I'm just saying.
I
Anyways, let's
remember-
go.
We are led by idiots.
Fuck.
Ryan, you ready to talk about your gun?
Speaking of being led by idiots.
Yes, let's go.
All right.
I've posted the references, by the way.
Oh, hold on. That's fine. I don't need you for the time being. Oh my
Damn
god.
harsh, but okay.
I
They're
know
all just
Love-
B-52 songs.
Well, I know Love Shack. I've never heard of Rock Lobster, but
I don't know how you never heard of Rock Lobster. It's
Wait, hold on.
classic.
How have you never heard of
only person?
Lobster? You've heard of Rock Lobster.
I have
Definitely. I used to play that shit when I was a kid. I think it was
No.
on Rock Band.
not. We literally never played that song.
It's a 10 out of 10 song. You should listen to it.
You would think everything's a 10 out of 10 just because it gets people
No, I
upset.
wouldn't. Thank you.
Mm.
How dare.
Anyway, speaking of which, let's go ahead and start some things because I have some stuff I have some unsolved issues that I got to deal with. Speaking, starting with ACOG, you are. Where are you at the moment?
Just in my room.
Yeah, I figured as much. Yeah.
Or
one
the
of
distillery. Either way.
Same thing. But one of the medical personnel comes running over, like through the door, and just says, "Sir, Quiet has requested you in the med bay."
Pull off my gas mask. Did she say what it was for?
Yeah, she said, I think I quote, "Get his ass in here now."
Fair enough.
And then right behind him is the giant machine known as Freycheck. And he just kind of pushes the dude out of the way and then walks in and just goes, "The one they call ACOG.
Yeah.
Judas states you have the star
Oh,
map.
god damn it. Don't say my name.
Yeah.
Please present it."
No.
Get him.
No.
Get him. Get him, Chip.
You know what this reminds me of? For like, my brain just went to the part where it's like, "Put your hands up." No,
No.
What? No.
but I have a gun.
I don't care.
And I don't care. That's what this feels like at the moment.
You idiots, we've all got guns.
What are they doing? They're fucking singing. Get them. I
Yeah.
love that part of has been. Anyway, but yeah, Freycheck just says, "Present the star map."
No.
Explain.
I don't work for you. Just lift middle finger up.
One moment while I make a wisdom save.
Fair, honestly.
Okay. Freycheck is going to come into the room and just kind of tower over ACOG. Present the map.
No.
Okay. It's gonna be interesting.
Let me know when to roll initiative.
Oh, don't worry, we won't get that far.
We won't get that far. All right. We'll come back to you in a second because there's something else I gotta do first. Actually, wait. No, hold on. Let me think. No. Yeah. We have to resolve you first before anything else. Oh shit.
All right.
Cool. Freycheck is just going to say, very well. And then just you hear a voice and it just says, Vemin, come to lab. Oh, God damn it. You just hear him walking down the hall slowly to the lab door. Just goes, what now? This one does not present the map piece. States does not work for me. Order him to hand it over. Why? I don't get it. What's the problem here? It just looks at him. Time is running out, Vemin. We have no time left. Yeah, why did they give me the hard stuff? All right, Akar, could you please hand over the star map piece?
You sure you want to do that, Vemin?
No, but at the same time, currently there's a giant ship outside. I don't know if you noticed that, and it, I don't know, obliterates things. I don't particularly want to be a part of that at the moment.
Hang on, is it Freycheck ship?
It is Freycheck. It is Freycheck the ship.
Okay.
And in fact, he just says, you know what? Hold on. Freycheck, I'm going to convince him nicely. Could you please exit the room for a minute? And it just, you can feel this thing is not pleased, but it does walk out of the room for a moment and closes the door behind it. And Vemin just turns to Akok. What's going on?
Oh, I just don't work for him.
I mean, obviously, you work for, well...
You,
Yes,
technically,
me,
because of
technically.
Mandalore, yeah.
Right. So, why aren't you just handing it over? Because usually it hasn't caused us any problems yet, most of the time.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if you're being threatened, because he sent us on a mission that we weren't supposed to go on. Remember that whole thing? So why
What?
would we just immediately give him what he wanted?
That's a good question. What do you mean you weren't supposed to go?
Well, we called Zay. Zay said we weren't supposed to go, that Freycheck falsified the information in the mission from Mandalore and Zay. Did you ever speak to them personally about it, or just information from Freycheck?
No, you see the wheels turning his head for a second and go, hold on. And then he opens up his wrist pad, like scrolls through a couple of things, and then grabs a comm from his belt, places it on the table, and you see a hologram of Mandalore standing there, and it basically says, yes, Chimera Squad is to go to Nar Shaddaa and perform in the Great Hunts. This is a direct order. And he was like, I received this message, like, probably within the last 3 hours before you guys were given the order by me to go. But you're telling me Zay said that never happened?
That is what they said, right? Zay said, why are you guys there?
That is what.
Yeah.
That is exactly.
Yeah, that's what Zay said.
Oh, that's interesting.
What are the
Okay.
chances that this was like a false thing? Like he just made the hologram thing?
Did you say that actually in character or out of character?
No, out of character, just asking you.
It's very possible.
Okay.
Do you want to try and make a check for it?
Sure.
Sure. I'll allow you to either make a tech or insight. Hold on.
33.
33. You do know Mandalore actually pretty well, and you as you rewatch the video, you realize he's speaking strangely. Like it sounds exactly like him, but like the cadence feels a little wrong. It feels like this could have been a forgery, and a pretty good one.
I wonder why.
A deep fake.
So, deep fake. But yeah, so Vemin's just like, well, is it fake or is it real?
Oh, it's fake, probably.
Oh, good. Okay.
So we should call Zay and or Mandalore.
Well, here's the problem. Okay. I don't know if you've noticed this, but
He's
he
kind
kind
of
of
control.
hears everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's kind of
we're
what I
gonna-
figured.
We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned
Yeah,
way.
where's the suicide bomb?
Well, it's back on the ship, in the command
Ah.
center.
So you gave it back to him on his ship.
No, it's sitting on the desk in the command center. Didn't think I needed
okay.
to bring it.
Oh no, you should always bring that. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm figuring that out now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Always bring the nuclear option.
he's just like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Once we clear out this big ship over here, speaking about the carrier, we clear this out, we get back on the ship, we fly out. I have been told we are all to return to Mandalore, effective immediately. We'll do this the old-fashioned way, in front of everybody, so there's no chance he can learn.
Sounds good.
Here's the problem with that. He's standing outside, and we have to give him something.
Oh, I can do that.
Okay, what's your plan?
I pull out the data pad
Okay.
and my shotgun.
And what's that gonna do?
Oh, well, you see, if I destroy this, I'm the only person who knows what's on it. This doesn't self-repair like he does.
Oh, good. So we're gonna threaten the giant supercomputer.
Yeah.
Ah,
If he wants the map, this is the only way he's gonna get it.
okay. Jesus Christ. Just one question.
Yeah.
And my only question for this whole entire thing. I know you're a gambler. How much you willing to bet that this is gonna work?
I put the odds at like 50-50.
I was afraid you were gonna say that.
Yeah, but the other option is that he threatens you more and more and more, and then
He's not
eventually he
threatening
takes
me.
over everything.
He's not threatening me. That's the thing.
Yeah, but currently the only thing that we have to keep him in check is on him, which he has total control over.
That's true.
And if we
Okay.
give him the one thing he wants, what's to stop him from just leaving with it and going to the thing that he wanted anyway?
That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna try and smooth this over first.
Sounds good.
Threaten him until I say so. Cool.
Sounds good. You could
Awesome.
also always say that, Mandalore insisted that it be delivered to him directly. Some corporate bullshit.
I'm sure the giant machine will be totally cool with that. All right.
All right.
Break. And he's going to like dust himself off and like straighten himself up, walk out the door, and just you hear, Freycheck, I need a moment. And the door closes for a bit. And I just want to point out that the medical personnel guy was still standing in the room. He was just pushed to the side. He just goes,
Yep.
Are we fucked?
You don't say anything.
You got it, coach. I don't know what we were just doing a minute ago.
Good. Let's go see what Quiet needs.
Good plan. Right. And then the door opens and you just
We'll be in the
them-
medical bay and just walk past.
Raycheck turns to see you walk away, and then Veman brings his attention back, and he continues to have words with him.
I was hoping they opened the door and Freychik had Veman like up against a wall in a chokehold.
Yeah, just choking him out. We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
I told you that I had a potential plan, and it had to do with the shotgun.
Potential plan, yes. Good plan, unknown.
Only plan we have right this second? Yes.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, you make your way to the medical bay. Since Katie's still talking to Ryan, there's not much I can do for the two of them at the moment. So I guess we'll keep doing ACOG unless somebody else wants to do something at the moment. What are you up to, Crocs?
Good question. You know what? How about you pass on me for 1 sec?
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Sorry, thanks, man.
You're good. Tanner and Jake, I will get to you guys as soon as Katie gets back because you guys are all kind of part of the same thing.
Okay.
Hey, Chad, guess what? We're back.
All right, cool.
All right, you get to the medical bay, and Quiet is just sitting there in the chair, like getting care. The whole like top half of her armor and clothing has been removed, and she's being treated for some pretty nasty burns. And as soon as you walk in, you see the scowl on her face kind of lighten up a little bit, and goes, "Finally, where have you been?"
In the distillery.
You know, I'm not even surprised
lab.
anymore. Still not surprised anymore. Could you like maybe not do alcohol for like 5 minutes?
All
Be
right.
here with me, please.
I suppose.
Thank you.
And I go sit next to her.
And she continues and just says, "I'm going to tell you something that I didn't want to say in front of everybody."
Okay. Hey, everybody else, leave.
Yeah.
If
please.
you're not injured, leave.
I was just
Or
like,
you will be.
okay, never mind. I take that. I understand. like both of you just give everybody the look, and everybody's like, "All right, cool. I guess we'll go find something else to do for a little bit." And as soon as the last person leaves, she goes, "I think they're planning to let that child stay with us."
Yeah, that sounds like the shit they do.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't want her here.
I can understand that.
Oh.
If it makes you feel better. Without her mech, she's kind of shit.
Yeah. But and she turns her head, and you see like the carbon scoring from one of the flamethrowers like across her neck. It is getting better, but it is a pretty nasty wound, and she just goes, "I don't care. I'm going to be honest with you. If she stays, I don't think I want to stay."
Well, we don't even know if we'll be allowed to have her stay yet.
True.
In the end, that's, I guess, a Vemin decision right now.
Either that or
More Mandalore
someone even higher up,
Yeah.
because I mean, I'm gonna be
Chiss
honest. Vemin's
kidnaps all of
kinda useless.
you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I know.
She
We should
actually
really
cracks-
see about getting the suicide button back from him.
She kind of cracks a smile until you say the suicide button, and then she just goes, "What do you mean?"
The button that kills Freycheck. It's a long story. We'll talk about it later.
Oh.
Does ACOG still have that?
No, Vemin
Okay, I
has it.
was like, holy shit.
You've missed a little bit of
Yeah, I saw the meme and I was like, are they role playing the freight check stuff without us?
They are
Yes.
role playing a part of the freight
I
check
wanted
stuff.
to
without
hear.
you.
I wanted to hear it.
Long story short, yeah, Vemin didn't know that we was a fake mission. It definitely was a fake mission.
Oh yeah, yeah. You mean
Yeah.
the HUD?
Oh,
Well, he showed me the message, like the hologram that Vemin got from Mandalore, and I just looked at it, rolled a 33 on Insight, and it was like, oh yeah, this seems like it could be wrong. So yeah.
it's
I
gonna
may
be a
have
good
helped.
time.
I may have helped make Ryan broken.
Cypher,
What?
I'm gonna be doing triple digits worth of damage every turn.
That's
now.
how you should have been doing it before.
I know, but I'm proud of myself. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
you're doing great.
No. We're all proud of you. First off, trust the process.
You're
Trust.
doing great.
All right. But basically, the only thing that's happening right now is ACOG is talking to Quiet about.
Yeah, and Quiet doesn't want Henny to stay because she tried to murder us
Yeah,
all.
I already figured that Quiet would
Yeah.
feel that way. Quiet doesn't really like Raiko anyway. I don't think so.
Quiet doesn't really like anyone besides ACOG,
Exactly.
which is
That's
perfect.
Exactly.
Very true.
Very true.
It's fine. We'll have that conversation with the whole party
Yeah.
and the NPCs.
She's just like, you know what? since no one else is here, why don't you just fill me in? And I'm going to let you two have that conversation in private while we move over to the other group of people.
Okay.
Before I get to the large group,
Basically, I'm going to
Z,
tell her the whole thing that happened. But yeah.
one thing that did happen that we'll retcon for you for just a moment is ACOG and Quiet asked everybody to leave the med bay that wasn't wounded. So we're going to resolve your situation with V immediately.
Okay.
So Vemin offered to take V to go get him fixed. There was one other situation that I was going to bring up, and this was when Freycheck was still in the in the med bay, and he will Freycheck will just Vemin goes, I'm going to take you. We're going to go get you fixed up. We'll find somebody who can probably get you repaired. It's going to be fine. And then Freycheck responds with, or it can come to my ship and I will fix it.
No.
No?
The fact that he said
No.
it and not him.
Well, it thinks of all of you as it.
I know.
But
What
What a
no.
progressive,
that is
non-binary team.
Robot?
Not
No
happening.
pronoun. No pronoun. No exists for robot.
Freycheck does not care about your pronouns. Freycheck thinks you're bugs.
I loved how Judas called him a dick and Freycheck was like, "Why are you referring to me as your male genitalia?"
Yeah.
Like, this does not compute. Anyway, so I assume you're going to take up Freycheck on the offer and not keep him here, but go get him some repairs. Is that correct, Brian?
Wait, say that again.
You're going to send Z with Vemin to go get repairs, but not let Freycheck play with him.
Yes. That's
Okay.
exactly it. That is not
Alright.
happening.
Okay. In that case, he will give you a hug, and he's going to say thank you for everything, and that hopefully the next time you guys meet, it will be under better circumstances.
Yes.
Aww.
And he will be escorted off of
Adorable.
your ship. And yeah, that's about it for that. You were then told to dip. So where would you like to go at the moment? You want to go join everybody else?
/threatened.
You were voluntold to leave.
Can I roll a save for that?
Sure. Do you want to take that chance with Quiet and ACOG?
Probably not.
You're telling me this is a plus 15 or 16 to pass, right?
You do you, buddy. I'm not saying
Just-
there's a save at all. You just do you.
I'm not gonna roll. I'm not gonna roll. But just out of curiosity, what would that roll have been?
It's not. Do you want to roll?
I
It's,
imagine
do
that's
you
a.
choose to stay or do you choose to leave? There are.
Do you think it's an
consequences.
empty threat?
Should I go now?
Out of curiosity for myself, I would have passed on that with advantage. That would have been a 29 on intimidation. So it would have been a 29, theoretically, but yeah.
Unless you got something.
No,
that's
I'm.
real good.
Where did everybody else go? Are they threatening Freycheck right now?
No, everyone else is
they-
in the
no.
cantina kitchen area.
Everybody else left
Sure.
to go to the cantina or the engines or whatever the fuck else they wanted to do for a little bit to give it a cog.
Yeah.
We're eating
Draco,
nachos.
Kenny, Judas, and Keel are in the cantina.
Mm-hmm. And Daito is somewhere.
He's got chips and rocks. That's all he
He's
needs.
off swimming in a swamp somewhere.
You know what? He's scooped up a couple of rocks and he's just fiddling around with them in his hand while sitting
Okay.
in the cantina.
I have a question. Where are you getting the rocks?
I grabbed a
Probably
handful.
from our meditation room.
or the meditation room.
He's just been stealing them out of the bonsai potter.
He's just
Sounds
sticking
good.
them
I like this
in
one.
gum.
Can I make an
He's
arms
just
tech
thinking-
check to give him a +3 rock?
Oh my god.
Can I give him
stop.
advantage? I also am proficient with arms type.
Stop encouraging this.
I'm not gonna say it'll work, but
Look, I let him throw his rocks at whatever
that was
until he
bad.
decided to throw it at the Shrike Hawk and almost got eaten.
He's the
You
rock
can
part.
say-
The rest of us is the lobster.
No,
oh my god.
I am
so,
not a
like-
lobster. I'm not even. If anyone should be the lobster, it should be the fucking octopus breast
Hey.
race.
Wow, that's
You're
The
racist.
closest thing to an
Damn, yeah, that was-
aquatic
that was
creature we
racist.
have.
Yeah, but he's
I am an aquatic creature. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
He's an octopodus.
Why are you so mean to me, Katie?
Why are you so mean to me?
Why you
I'm not
gotta
meeting
be
you.
so
Bullshit.
He just
rude?
wanted rocks. Like that was it. That's
Look,
all he
man,
was doing.
I have supported his weird rock obsession until he decided that throwing a rock at a Shrike Hawk was a good idea. Now we're done. Now you have a problem. We're gonna take you to RA.
You're acting like your intrusive thoughts have never won.
Right?
Look, man.
Look who we're talking to here.
All right. So, Ryan, I'm assuming you're going to the cantina.
Yep.
Cool. You get to see this interesting meeting between Ryko, Henny, Judas, and Keel as Henny is speaking some broken basic and basically just told Keel that he's weak and she does not approve of him.
I missed that part of the roleplay.
Yeah, that was right at
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like the last thing Cypher wrote, second to last thing. Cypher wrote.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'm funny.
It's where Quiet goes, okay, she can stay.
I don't know if Quiet would do that.
Probably not. It would probably lighten the mood a little bit, but no. It's like a +5 to her -1,000. But yeah, you walk into this entire scene. But the last thing that Henny said is that if she is allowed to stay, she'll be willing to make things better.
She's an engineer of sorts.
She's just really smart with tech. That's about
She's
it.
also 17, so cut her some slack.
God, she's an anime character. I'm 17, but built my own mech.
Well, she had
God
help.
damn it.
It's just diva.
Designed it.
And
Wow.
I helped.
Wow.
I'm
Sarah,
not
how
sorry.
much HP did you say I should have by the end of adding all of my upgrades? Like 134 or something?
We're not doing combat tonight, right? Can I just like update my
Far as I
character
know.
sheet after the session? Because I
Yeah.
have a lot of adjustments to make.
Yeah, no.
Same.
I mean, unless something really interesting happens here in the next 15 minutes, which actually is a possibility now.
You're welcome.
Well, with Ray check.
Okay,
No,
so
we're gonna
then
be
we got to
having
clarify.
fun.
So, first things first. Hopefully, we all remember Cypher did tell us to not update our sheets because we were going to use this as like a shopping day.
Correct.
So hopefully nobody did. Second thing is at the start we asked if we got a long rest, and he said yes. Well, hold off because something interesting might have happened. Like we technically haven't had enough time to do a long rest yet. So hopefully
You
you
have
guys
not.
didn't heal
You-
yourself.
It's been within the
Oops.
last like 2 hours at best.
Don't worry. If
Yeah.
the thing that happens actually happens, there's no amount of health that will save us.
Correct.
Yeah, we're just gonna get nuked out of existence.
Correct.
But then
That's the
Freycheck
best.
doesn't get the map if we do that, so he
Correct.
won't do that. It'll be fine. It's a Mexican
Let's,
standoff.
Correct.
Oh,
That-
yeah.
that is the situation I have created. You're welcome.
That's true. All right, but yeah, you guys are in the mess hall. I'll let you guys play out a little bit, but we'll see what happens.
I have food.
Hooray!
Dude, hell yeah.
I am eating food.
And Henny is eating food and also pointing and laughing at Keel because it's fun.
Wow.
Killed side-eyeing Ryko. It's like, are you gonna take care of this? Because if not,
Also,
Oh,
Henny is
relax.
drinking.
She's fine. She's what?
She's drinking because it's
Oh, I
fun.
thought you said dripping. I mean,
Dude,
I
she's
would.
so wet.
I'm gonna like after
Gross.
she's taken like a few drinks out of that bottle, I'm gonna like gently take it away from her.
Wait, is it my alcohol?
No.
No, it's
No.
just shit stuff that we
Damn.
had left over in the cantina. I would never give her that swill. Are you crazy?
What's wrong with it?
It
It's the
tastes like
path.
gasoline.
It's
What's
great.
wrong with
wrong
it?
with it.
It's actual.
You're the
Normal
only one that doesn't
people
like
would
it.
die from alcohol poisoning if they just sniff it. So,
Katie's the only one that doesn't like it. Or sorry, Raiko.
nah, Raiko has taste.
Wow. Yep.
He's dating Keel.
I was waiting for someone to make the comment.
I was about to.
I knew somebody would. I knew somebody would. I'm gonna
had to do it.
gently take it away from her and just like, look, like I know it's been a rough day, but until everything is settled, like maybe we can wait to get drunk.
She's
'Cause-
just like,
Everyone's probably gonna want to have a conversation with you.
okay.
I promise we'll get drunk later, but like after everything is settled.
Fine. Okay.
Here, you can have some of this. I'm gonna give her this Star Cola. Yes, I named our Coca-Cola. Get over it.
She's like, ew.
Okay, water?
okay.
Do you want water?
Ew, it's
juice?
even worse.
Juice?
She's not 5. Does it come in a sippy cup?
No.
Yeah, but she's
I'm gonna
rich.
throw one
Dude,
of
why
Daito's
not?
rocks at Daito.
She comes from money.
I
She
force
does, she
pull
comes
one of
from money.
Daito's rocks out of his pocket so it hits him in the face.
Can I subtly cast a force power?
What is it?
Probine
On who?
on Henny.
What is it? Oh, you're
just
gonna do that
detect
in front of
thoughts.
Raiko?
I said subtly.
Okay, I'm gonna make a perception check.
Also, it's not
initially
going
when you
to hurt
surface
her. I just
thought,
want to read her surface thoughts.
You can either shift your attention to another creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper.
And technically, I'm not casting it on her. I can just cast it and then choose whoever I want.
I'm just saying, it's a save, isn't it? Like she's gonna
Not for
know
the
you
surface
cast it on
thoughts.
her. Okay.
Surface thoughts, no. It's when you probe is when it's.
Yeah,
a
when you
save.
dig deeper, then it will.
Okay.
And apparently, it
I will
auto
say-
does damage, which I also
I
don't
will
want to do.
say-
If they fail on
It
the
does-
dig deeper.
Yeah.
I'll say this: I'll allow it, but you'll have to make a stealth roll or sleight of hand check.
That's fine.
I would like to perception. Hold on, I
Okay.
gotta get my sheet. Is that perception? I would assume.
That would.
Oh shit!
yeah,
I
that would
actually
be
have to roll pretty
perception.
well. Can I insight instead?
No.
Sorry, Taylor
you say,
just
babe?
got home, so I was saying hello for a quick. What was going on? Why are we
You
making
have not-
checks?
you have not missed much.
I'm just-
Keel's
Babe, did you say
has
no to
do
insight?
prompt. No to insight.
Ah!
Okay.
Dude, why is my roll 20 being so slow?
Huh?
There we go. All right, I have no idea.
Yep. Yeah. You cast detect thoughts, and everybody's kind of laughing at something, so you got it off before everybody noticed. And I'm assuming you're detecting Henny.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's not cheap
does
alcohol.
Does detect thought?
I need to step away for a minute. I'll be right back.
Does detect thoughts allow them to understand a language if they don't speak it normally?
Usually, the surface thought of the creature, what is most on its mind in that moment. So, are thoughts language?
I mean, technically,
Think in English, technically.
That and also you're gonna do psychic damage to whoever you're doing
no.
this to.
That's
Only if you dig
he
deeper.
digs deeper.
He's just doing surface thoughts.
You detect the presence of creature. I mean, you know some Chiss, so you'll probably understand some of the things that she's saying. But yeah, she's basically she's still kind of like, this feels awkward because like I
Yeah,
don't
if it's
know.
like an emotion, or if she's like
Yeah,
trying to
it's-
lie
it's
about
just-
something that might come across as not language based.
Yeah, she feels awkward primarily because like you guys were just fighting 2 hours ago, and now Raiko's embracing her like her sister again, and it just feels weird for her. But like she's trying to make the best of it. But that's about it from the surface level thoughts. You don't inherently feel like she's lying or trying to cause problems at the moment. Alright. But shortly after everybody is talking, You guys, the Force users primarily, but everybody can feel this to a degree. You guys feel like pressure, like
Physical or
like spiritual pressure.
can I insight?
Is it Yu Yu
Sure.
Hakusho?
Can I foresight?
No, it's not. It's not. Yu Yu
28 insight.
This feels very similar to like dark side energy, but not an actual attack.
Okay, check.
Can I foresight?
Sure. Everything is very red right now.
Can I tell like a direction it's coming from?
No.
Can I?
It's just Freight
But-
Check.
Judas puts his hand on his
We
saber.
felt
I
this
really
before.
wish I could.
Oh yeah, you felt
Like
this
it's just
before.
like, is it like with a 28 insight? Would I be able to relate that to the same feeling we've had with Freight Check?
You know that this type of energy comes from the star maps, but you felt it very presently on Freycheck, but this one feels more, I want to say, directed versus like just
I'm gonna
Doesn't-
pull out my comm and calm them in.
you don't have to, because shortly after this presence is felt, he comes walking down the hall and he just seems to be normal and goes, everybody, tiny child. Question. Where is ACOG?
Where is Freight Check?
Freycheck is currently
What's he doing right
having
now?
a moment,
Okay, what's he doing?
contemplating, doing some very deep calculations.
I
And
told
from
him where I
there-
was going. I told him.
I mean, yes, but for reasons he does not remember at the current moment.
I don't know.
It's
Last
more-
I saw,
Oh.
ACOG was in the med bay.
Good.
Why?
No reason. He's not in any danger.
Can I insight that?
That is
Sure.
a very weird.
back.
question
What are we
to say.
inciting? What's
23
happening?
insight. Freight Check's doing something strange, and like there's a really big dark side pressure going on right now, and
From
Vemin
him?
just-
From
we
Freight Check.
don't. Well, we're pretty sure it's from Freight Check, and then Vemin just came in and was like, "Hey, where's ACOG? He's not in any danger." So I'm inciting that.
23. Go
I
ahead.
have a question real
I have
quick
an answer.
before we like run away with all this other stuff. So the
Uh-huh.
pressure and everything, did we confirm that it's from the ship or not? Like from Freycheck?
It is very likely is from the ship itself.
Okay.
As Droid has
So
never
for
exerted this level of pressure.
so for Judas, does it feel exactly like what he felt from either of the two visions that he got from examining Freycheck and Freycheck-like objects and the ship?
Yeah, it feels very similar, but again, it's more directed versus like an omnipresent aura.
Okay.
And after a moment, Venomous just goes, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go find our lovely boy."
You didn't tell me
I-
about my insight check.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. The insight check is Vemin is unsure.
I'm gonna look at Henny, and I'm just gonna be like, "Wait here," in Chian, and I'm gonna get up to follow Vemin.
She's just gonna nod in confusion, but stay where she's at. And Vemin's just gonna be like, "I'm gonna go get him. I'm sure everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine."
Okay, well, in the case that everything is not fine, I would like to be there.
That sounds like a good idea. Anyway, tiny child, good to see you again. Please
Her name
don't
is
cause any more
Henny.
trouble.
She's fine.
Don't care at the moment. Gonna deal with some other things first.
Wow.
And she just-
He's like
even
an
Henny-
anxious millennial manager. That's
Even Henny feels like, ow, what the hell?
Don't mind him.
But yeah, he walks over, opens the med bay door, and just pokes his head in and says, "ACOG, moment, please."
I'm just gonna
Alright.
like wait in the hallway.
Have
And
I
then
told? Hang on. Have I told Quiet everything at this point?
yeah, you would have told her just about everything.
Does she have the ability to use her hands?
The hands are like her left hand. I think is the broken one. Her left hand is functional. Her right hand's a little burned. It probably won't help too
Okay.
much.
Never mind then.
Why?
Well, if she could, I was gonna leave the datapad with her with a knife.
I mean, you could still leave it there.
Yeah,
But,
I suppose. Meh,
that's up
I'll
to you.
bring it with. If Raggo's here too, it'll be fine, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. And as the door closes, you just hear Vemin take a deep breath and goes, "Oh, I have talked to Freycheck. He is displeased with our decision.
What
However,
Not giving him the map.
that.
Oh,
Smart.
yeah, we already decided that.
He is displeased with the decision, but he is willing to work with us."
Okay.
I didn't think he got opinions. I thought we were in charge of this whole scenario.
Oh yeah. Vemin left the kill switch in Freycheck.
Oh.
Unguarded.
Fucking idiot! Why would you do that?
Wasn't that rule number 1, my guy?
That was like the only leverage we have over him.
Look, all right, we'll move on after this. All right, we have one more piece of leverage now, so let's
He just
continue.
said, "Hey, it's been a long day. Freycheck has been pretty good so far. Didn't think I needed to have it with me. I made a mistake. Now here's the deal. I'm going to get back on the ship, as I have told ACOG, and now I'm going to tell the rest of you. We have been summoned to Mandalore as of immediately."
Oh, good.
Oh, can we take the carrier with us? I think we're gonna keep it.
"Sure, I'll have it docked to Freycheck."
This shows
Wait,
you
wait,
how
wait,
big
wait, wait.
Freycheck's ship
Wait,
is.
Hold up.
Yeah,
I
can
thought
please have
Freycheck
a
was
new-
big, but
Can
like,
I have a new map of this ship in comparison to Freycheck, please? Thank you.
Just draw a big square and then make a pixel dot next to it.
I would just like to point out that the carrier you guys are currently your ship is docked on is about a third of the size of Freycheck.
How big is it in comparison to Mandalore ship?
The carrier or
Yeah,
Freycheck?
the carrier. The carrier.
The carrier is about I want to say about the same size comparison to Mandalore's flagship.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
Pretty dope. Hey,
This-
before we like run off to do all this stuff, can I chat with my dad?
Sure.
Because like once we leave and go to Mandalore and everything, like I'm not
I
gonna.
mean, we're
have
not gonna get
time.
there instantly. You can,
There
If-
is time.
you could go on the carrier and talk to him while we're traveling.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you think he'll be like tracing us? I
Probably.
feel like he probably has
Probably.
those capabilities
Very
until we.
Yeah, he probably
Probably
wants the carrier
100%.
back.
Well, he probably wants Henny back and me and the ship. So.
Yeah, he probably just wants it all, but he can't have it all because he ain't that kind of girl.
All right. You want to get on the carrier and actually like try and communicate with him?
Then
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
want
ask
it,
Vemin if the carrier's been cleaned out, like cleared.
He just opens up his wrist pad, and barks a couple of commands in, and someone responds with, "Sir, the ship has been cleared. As far as we are able to tell, there are no other signs on board." And he just goes, "Good. Looks like everything's fine."
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go to the bridge.
Excellent.
I don't want. I'm
recommendation-
gonna go without anybody else to the bridge. What's your recommendation?
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
he's
sure.
like, and my recommendation, ACOG, hide that, and nobody talk to Freycheck unless I'm with you, please,
Sounds good.
because
There's the rest of the guys are in the cantina. You may want to fill them in.
yep, gonna go do that, and he's just gonna walk past you guys, and go do whatever he's gonna be doing at the moment. Eventually, you see Freycheck does walk by, and you hear his footsteps a lot louder than usual.
I would like to be out of the hallway before that happens and back in the med bay.
Yeah, you
Judas
can
still has
absolutely
his
do that.
saber in his hand.
Door closed to the med bay.
And as this machine continues to walk past, it doesn't even acknowledge everybody. It just keeps going.
Hi,
And
Freycheck.
eventually walks off the ship.
Hi, Freycheck.
But as Freycheck leaves, and returns to his main body. The pressure alleviates somewhat.
Oh, that's good.
And then the carrier gets attached to the underside of Freycheck.
Perfect.
Raiko, you get to the bridge. You are by yourself.
Do you want some
Yeah.
enlightenment before you go?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Can I have that for is that all charisma stuff?
All
Oh wait,
charisma.
we don't even have to worry about transmissions anymore. Freycheck's chip is here, and that thing blocks literally everything.
It
Like a
blocks
real
does that mean I
bitch.
won't, does that mean I can't talk to him at all?
Freycheck can
or-
probably turn it off for that
Yeah,
specific
Freycheck
thing.
has the choice to turn it on and off, and
Uh,
he
Yeah.
turned
That's
it
the
on.
choice, though.
He
turned
can be
it on when you
untraceable
guys
though, yeah.
came. Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't need to worry about it being traced, probably.
Okay, good.
All right.
God, making a deal with him was like such a good idea most of the
But
time.
also such a bad idea.
Yes
But
and no.
you know what? There's pros and cons, all right.
You feel a massive dark side force bearing down on
Hey, man.
everyone in the
I mean, I could
It's
do that
fine.
too. It's not
Not
I'm
hard.
not the one that told him he couldn't have the star map.
I
Yeah,
don't regret
that's
it.
true. But yeah, so you go to the bridge,
Yeah.
and the
I'm gonna
same,
sit down on the. I'm gonna sit down on the chair, like the
Okay.
commander's chair, and I'm gonna like hit the communication to open up, like if Henny were calling him.
All right. As you do, you see that he is faced away from the camera, and he look. It appears like he's doing something or looking out the window, and he just says, "Status report,"
Hello, father.
and you just silence and goes, "Hello, daughter."
You're gonna have to do better than that.
I see.
You know, Henny's gonna be staying a while. It was her choice, of course. And you know what I find really interesting? One daughter, a force user, a runaway, a tyrant, spilling all of your secrets to the galaxy, sure, that's a pass. That's totally out of your control, but the second daughter, perfect in every way a Chiss is supposed to be, still betrayed you. How long do you think it would take for the other houses to start looking inwards once they catch wind of Henny's betrayal? How long until they start questioning your competency?
He just turns, and his blaring red eyes look down at you and say, "You know, since the day you were born, I always regretted you.
Oh, is that supposed to hurt my feelings?
No. This is more matter of factly. You are always a problem. You are always a disappointment. And now your sister has just proven that she is too."
You can't abuse her any longer.
Abuse. You say that like I've harmed her. I've done no such thing. I raised her. I spawned her. I have given her education. I have given her money, status, power, everything. And yet both of you squander it.
You know you're supposed to love your children,
Love
but
is
you
for
are
the
incapable
weak.
of that.
Love is for the weak.
Well, I suggest
We
that you
are
return.
not.
I suggest that you return to your ascendancy, and you spin a little tale for them about how Henny fought valiantly, but still fell to the insidious force user of a daughter that you have. I would hate for you to lose your influence. And then you're going to abandon this fruitless endeavor, because you're clearly getting nowhere.
You're right. This is fruitless. I no longer wish to hunt you down anymore. I no longer wish to hunt down Henny as well. No. I did want to return you to Gisela. I did want to hide what you were. I was even willing to find a way to make it work. But no longer. Instead, the next force that comes out will kill you, or no, there will be no war. They will kill you. I no longer wish to hunt. I will now send the executioners.
Do your worst. She's gonna disconnect the communication.
It's not a
That's
phase,
it.
Dad.
Emo phase.
Alright. Anything else you would like to do?
We know for sure that like Freychuk can make the ship untraceable.
As far as you know.
Cool. That was exciting. My heart's racing.
You can only make it untraceable while it's near him, though.
Yeah, but it's
Well, we're
docked on
docked
him right
to
now.
it.
For
Which
now,
means,
yeah.
like, we'll just
On him.
leave it here until we can sever all of the connections to Chisilla and
Yeah.
problem solved.
Yeah, some of the guys that were sweeping it are also engineers and technicians, and they're currently trying to do that. You do see a couple of guys come onto the bridge and then give Raiko a salute as the communication fails, and they say, "Ma'am, we're here to clean the ship and make sure there's nothing that's traceable. May
Sure,
we
go ahead.
proceed?"
Yeah, I
Fantastic.
was just leaving.
And
I'm gonna
they
Head
they
out.
salute you until you leave, and then go about their work.
Are we like at the point where we're high enough in the infrastructure that we don't salute back?
You are at the point where people respect you enough to give you a salute, like similar to like a general walking by.
Yeah.
You do not have to give it back. Usually, though, it is considered respectful.
I'm not a soldier,
Okay,
so I
I
don't give
will
a fuck.
I will salute them back then.
All right. Anything else anybody would like to do? Otherwise, I'm gonna jump you straight over to Mandalore.
No.
No, I think we're good.
If
What
Henny
a
wants to
great
see some
arc.
cool Force bullshit, I'll show her some cool Force bullshit.
Actually,
After Raiko gets back and we're all together, I'm just gonna be like, so what do you think the chances are that we can like trick Nihilus into going to attack Gisela for us?
Oh, I actually. Well, here's the thing.
That's a lot of substance
There's no
for him
force
to
over there, though.
get
Here's the
stronger.
thing.
You
Yeah,
can't-
there is. There's force over there.
there's
Yeah,
force.
but there's not a
Everybody-
lot. It would not be a
Everybody has
target for
living
him.
force. Even
They're all living creatures.
I meant
they
it
have
as a
force.
joke mostly, guys, but you know.
Here's my thing. Raiko would be all for that if he like only killed the Ascendancy members, because most of the people are actually innocent and led by the Ascendancy, whether they like it or not.
Not to
We're gonna-
mention, we would be destroying so much canon.
What about
It's
Thrawn?
genocide.
That's what I'm. Yes.
We need Thrawn.
Thrawn would be gone.
Who's
Thrawn
Thrawn?
I'm
would
the new
never
Thrawn.
exist.
We're
Well-
making Raiko the new progenitor of the ship.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, if that's the case, we're at this moment. You may now take a long rest, and actually any bonuses that come with it, as this is going to be a several-day trip to get to Mandalore, because you guys can't just hyper jump willy-nilly with a big ship attached. It has to be a lot slower.
I'm going to work with Quiet and or Z probably
Okay.
to make sure that the data pad is never left without somebody awake.
I
taking
don't
care of
sleep
it.
anymore, so I can do it.
Yeah, and Keel. Just make
Just
so
sure
that nobody
someone's
can
not
walk in the middle of the night while we're all sleeping and just take it.
Gotcha.
Not that I think you were going to do that, because that'd be lame, but
That would be so lame.
surprise! Be real, Dub.
All this build up for me to just sneak it away.
Yeah.
Such a dick move.
Anyways,
Anyway, but yeah, you guys eventually drop out of hyperspace. It has been probably a week's worth of travel time. because again, it's a bit of a slower
Oh, I'm
boat.
so sick of Henny after a week. Holy cow.
Yeah, dude, she has been like,
Oh, we should probably do that.
what?
The Henny.
Quiet and
Yeah,
And
should probably
Raiko?
Yeah, we
talk
should have a
about that.
conversation with, like, here's the thing. I think Raiko would ask Henny to, like, stay in her room for
Yeah.
the beginning of the conversation, just so, like, everyone can feel, you know, free to speak their mind and not worry about, like, hurting her feelings or whatever.
Oh, that's not going to be a problem for Quiet. She doesn't care
I
anyway.
know that's not going to be a problem for Quiet. I'm trying to protect my little sister from Quiet, thank you.
that's
I know.
fair.
That's fair. All right, but yeah, you call together like all of the big like figureheads, basically the players,
Us
the
and
NPCs,
the three.
the three. Well, since Vemin is technically your commander, he will also be present because you know this is kind
I
of a
guess
big
that's
deal.
fair. Yeah.
To be fair, even though she is choosing to stay with Raiko, she is still technically considered a prisoner of war. So it's kind of under his purview.
That's fair. That's fair. That makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, like everybody's present, and then once everybody's there, they're just like, "All right, what do you got?"
All right. I know that she's done some damage physically and, you know, to our ship, I think also, but let me just say, I know it's hard to understand, but like, she's been manipulated by our father for a long time, and she was doing what she thought was right. I think she's had a change of heart, and our father is an awful, awful person, and I'm not gonna send her back to that because the torture she'd have to endure for failing him because we defeated her, and she wants to make amends, I think. So, yeah, actually though, sorry.
What?
Oh, the meme she just posted.
Oh, hold on. Because I'm RPing, I'm pacing because it's my thinking pace.
I know. I should probably start doing that. I want everyone's opinion because I know this is like a big ask, but I'm willing to vouch for her, and if anything happens, it'll be my ass.
Wyatt appears like she's about to say something, and then Thrag interjects, and he goes, "Wait. Don't get me wrong. I get it, the whole family thing, but I'm gonna try and be the voice of reason here. She did try to kill us. You know that, right? Affected by your father or whatever, it doesn't matter. She's the one pulling the trigger, not us.
Judas
not
was
him.
with the cult and working on. Judas was with the cult and also working on resurrecting Nihilus before he joined the party. Before he joined us.
Yeah, he also sort of started helping us before he actually lost to us, though.
That is also fair. Damn.
Yeah.
That is obviously not Judas saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although
Judas, like,
this time, or no, actually, this is Vemin this time, and he goes, "Yeah, but wasn't he under orders to do that for you guys? I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you told me that she told him to do that, and then you made a decision. Not a bad one, by the way. We appreciate you being here, but still."
Judas also wasn't 17.
Bam, for the win.
I mean,
Maturity.
child or not, that's she. Look, I'm just gonna put this out here.
We have juvenile law in Star Wars.
You're treated as a minor.
We do not have juvenile law. Mandalore's pretty cut and dry with that one.
I don't think she gets away scot-free. She will have consequences. She doesn't get to just like hang out with us for fun.
Yeah. Quiet then speaks up and says, 17? I was 13 when I killed my first man. She is more than capable enough to know what she did.
I was way younger than 13, but that's besides the point.
I'm not saying that she's incapable of knowing, like, she knows what she did.
Does it count as killing them if they die due to experimentation?
Yes.
Okay, ACOG, that's off the topic.
Oh, buddy. Oh.
We're gonna open that can of worms at a later time. Look, I would also like to point out that most of the damage she caused was with that mech that is totally destroyed, like inoperable. I don't think she will be as big of a threat without that.
Vemin puts his finger up and says, mostly inoperable. We were
Well, I
actually
don't
able to
know.
salvage
Judas
it.
ran a saber through the cockpit, so I don't think it functions anymore.
Oh no, definitely doesn't function. But we were able to salvage most of the inner workings. We could probably repair it. with
Okay,
enough
well,
time.
we're not gonna do that.
Not for a while. Not for a while.
Ooh, that thing was pretty sick, from what I heard.
Also, I don't think we're worried about her future damage. I think we're worried about her
Yeah, no, 100%
intentions.
previous damage.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. All physical damage aside, sorry, quiet. How
Hey,
can you be so
my
sure?
chest was melted. How about me?
He just looks at you and you're like totally fine now, and he just goes, "You're fine."
I had an AC
Anyway.
of 7, Venom. 7.
You had an AC of 7. She had a health of like 0.
I dropped! I went
I know.
under 0.
I know. I'm
You
kidding.
guys are
I'm
both
kidding.
bitching. I healed both of you.
Dude, the fucking ghost blasted him. He's like, "I didn't hear no bang." There's bang.
Dude, I would like to point out that the base AC is 10, which means if he went below 10, that's like he just straight up was losing his skin and
Yep.
like muscle
Yep.
Yeah, it was
tissue.
literally.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
coming
dodge anymore.
But he just goes, "Look, all physical damage aside, what makes you think she won't go running back or even spy on us? What makes you think that she's completely telling us the truth?"
I mean, I can tell you.
Because I was in her exact position at that age.
We could always
God.
use the Freycheck dilemma again.
I also read her mind.
You what?
Vemin just goes, "What's the freight check dilemma? What do you mean you can read minds?"
Keel goes, I mean,
Franco is like glaring at you right now.
I didn't like go deeper. I just wanted to like assess the situation because I also was concerned. I was melted.
17-year-old, that'd be weird.
Yeah, no. I got the upgraded version right here. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
No, she does not. She's scared and she's concerned, and I think she knows what she did was bad. That might take some more work, but she does not
Why?
want to make things worse. She does not plan to like betray us.
Wyatt just goes, "Oh, good. She feels bad about what she did. Fantastic."
That wasn't
So
the point,
glad to hear
Wyatt.
it.
You missed
Then
the
what is
important
your
part.
point?
Well, Vemin asked about proof.
Cool.
What else do you want?
You can read minds. Great.
I mean, I can
Like,
prove it to
I
you, but
have
it's
a
not.
grudge.
I'm not saying forget your grudge. Again, she deserves some kind of consequence.
The
Ava then
Freycheck
speaks
dilemma's
up.
still here.
Yeah. What is the freight check dilemma?
We put a small explosive into her
Absolutely
with
not.
the trigger.
Stop talking.
It works.
It worked with the
It
giant
only works
evil
if you have the
spaceship.
button on you at all
I-
times.
I force push another rock into Daito's face.
God damn.
Wyatt then just goes, "You know what? I'm agree with ACOG. I'm cool with the bomb idea."
No.
It's
That is
effective.
no. Absolutely not.
Even Ava goes, "No, we're not doing that."
If she's gonna be
no.
here, she needs to be here of her own free will and volition, not out of fear.
Send her to like Mandalore boot camp, and then they can like get the crap beat out of her, and then become a better person.
Okay, I don't think that's.
I'm just trying to quiet. Is that a
response
thing?
Either.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
thing.
Oh, that sounds like it sucks.
Yeah,
does.
so
It's just kind of
the
racist.
point.
That's the
as Henry
point.
says, is
it's on Lothal. It's usually a pretty.
Did
It
you guys
usually
let
sucks
them do
for a
that?
while.
Lothal sucks.
That's where Z went for his mini mission.
Lothal sucks.
Oh no, I'm asking the rest of the party, not Avo, Quiet, and Freycheck, because everybody else is like,
Yeah, no,
petitioned
no,
themselves to Mandalorians, right?
We are
Yes.
not doing the
Mostly.
bomb thing.
So I'm just gonna
Judas.
ask:
Not
did you
the
guys
bomb.
all go do that at some point?
No, not
Judas
really.
is
No.
not.
I
No.
feel like
Yeah.
fighting a war for Mandalore is boot camp enough.
Yeah, we lived.
Judas just
So
kinda,
maybe not the
like,
bomb, maybe not the boot camp, maybe somewhere in between though. Like there's a
Very
compromise
They're
here
bombs.
in
somewhere.
between.
Bomb camp?
Inappropriately, Judas just leans over to Keelan's just like, "Is that how you learn to be a good person?"
What, the boot camp? I didn't do the
The
boot
boot
camp.
camp.
Oh,
The cult was my boot camp, and it was way worse.
There's
You don't run a mile. They beat you for an hour.
I don't know, man. I don't have
The wrong way to
run
use
that-
healing magic.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
getting
the wrong way to use healing.
If I just get beat for an hour, that's me not doing cardio. That might be a good trade-off.
Not gonna lie, that's one of the best shows this season. It's so good.
I love it so much, actually.
What show?
The wrong way to use healing magic. It's literally a guy gets healing magic, and instead of healing people, he heals himself. And so, in order to train, he just runs forever, healing himself whenever he gets tired. And so he just eventually like strengthens his muscles because he's healing them as they're breaking. And so
he gets
Oh my
shredded in
God.
like a
he gets
week.
absolutely shredded in a week.
That's crazy.
It's so funny. It's
Dude,
actually
hell
really
yeah.
good.
You know,
Anyway.
Anyways, keep going.
I'm surprised
Anyway,
that hasn't worked.
anyway,
Okay.
any other comments from the NPCs?
Uh,
What is Avo's stance on it? She hasn't really said anything except no to ACOG's ridiculous bomb suggestion.
It worked before.
Okay, we're not doing that. Moving on.
look, I want to see the good in everybody, and I want to believe she's gonna be good for us. But I'm not saying Quiet's right, because that feels a little extreme. And Quiet just sneers at her. She just says, but at the same time, I have my own reservations about this. This could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. So unless somebody else has a better, argument, I think I might stay out of this one. Quiet just goes, can we just kill her?
No,
Oh,
you've taken worse beatings. Why are you so mad about this one?
I don't know. Maybe because my entire arm was melted off.
I healed you. You're fine.
Wasn't she just in a back to tank for like a day?
Dude, I healed
No,
her
it's-
for
it's-
so
it's
many
been a-
hit
It's been a
points.
couple days.
Oh, okay.
Like the back, it's like it's healed, but it's still scarred over because it just does the healing part.
I
Not
also
the make
could have
one-
done
make
force
good
mend
part.
twice a day on people till today, so
Yeah,
which does
fine.
regenerate.
skin and shit.
I mean, it's not bad. Kolto tanks, which is what she's been using, is actually like, it actually does rejuvenate everything, but it's not a perfect science.
hmm
But yeah, so Vemis just says, all right, so obviously these three are making a decision. What about you guys? What do you guys think? Convince me.
Here's my stance on this. This whole group of everyone on this ship, maybe the Mandalorians aside, but like all of us have come from shit backgrounds. We've been in bad situations. Some of us have been bad people, and we've all like banded together and supported each other and given us the support system that we needed to better ourselves and fight for Mandalore and fight for a cause. Why is she not deserving of the same support system? I think she needs our help, and I'm not going to abandon her. Not again.
So you suggest leave it up to Mandalore?
No, I'm talking about us.
Yeah, we are here because Mandalore put us together. That's why we all had that second chance, etc., etc., etc. Remember?
Kind of.
Not really.
Initially, it was Zerka. I don't think we're leaving this up to Zerka.
Well, ACOG
Who
was
is
Never do
Zerka?
anything up to Zerka.
Who is Zerka?
It's like Walmart.
It's like Amazon of Star Wars.
It's the Amazon of Star Wars, whereas
It is.
Adas Corp is the every hospital ever of Star Wars.
It's just
It's
United.
the Mayo
Healthcare.
Clinic.
Yeah,
No,
it's,
no,
it's,
no,
it's
you're-
It's Medicare,
You're
Medicaid.
Kaiser Permanente.
Ew, stop. Medicare.
there's like, if I remember, there's 3 or 4 major companies in the universe in Star Wars time. It's Adas Corp, Zerka, and I don't remember the other 2.
Yeah, because the one of them is God.
Adas Corp doesn't even exist in.
This time period at
Can I
least.
make a
Well, no,
perception
it
check
only
with
exists in
Evan?
this time period. After Arco dies in the next according to canon, in 100 years after that, at some point I forget what exactly how long, it's bought out by another company and they just take it, and that's why there's only 3 in the current thing.
Can I make a persuasion check to Vemin?
Sure.
Do I still have your Force Enlightenment, Tanner? I don't think it's been an hour.
It's been longer than that.
Oh, fine. 21.
Okay. What are you trying to persuade?
That was what I just said.
All right. Let's see if he can beat it.
I rolled a fucking 6. Can I ever roll above a 10 on these?
Token in a long time.
I know, since I saved his life.
I also have stuff
Maybe I
to say if this
should
doesn't work.
bring that up. You owe me a life debt.
Not a Wookiee.
That was out of character, for the record.
Wow,
Yes.
he is not convinced.
Rip.
Dude, I rolled a fucking 6. I am so sick of rolling like trash on every persuasion check I make. Every single one! I can't remember the last time I rolled above a 10 on a persuasion.
Man, his insight's worse than mine.
Yeah, he's not
Worse than mine too.
I mean, he's a fucking commander. He's not supposed to be insightful. He's supposed to take orders.
Wait,
Yeah, that's a good call.
Hang on a second.
no, commanders give the
Hey,
orders.
we don't need to correct. It's not a big deal.
Anyway.
He takes orders from Zay and Mandalore.
And Freycheck, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Does he look unconvinced?
Oh yeah.
He does.
Does he have the thing on him now?
The button?
That's a good
The
question.
button?
What
Hold up.
button? Oh yeah, it's been 2 days.
Yeah, the kill switch.
Dude,
Does
you
he
know
have
that Freycheck hid that shit immediately.
Um,
Freycheck's not
If he
stupid.
did, we're gonna have words the day after, not the week after.
that? Yeah.
he's at least if he does, you don't see it on him.
That's fine.
But
I'm asking
Yeah,
him
he-
before he leaves, as long as Freycheck can't hear.
yeah, but yeah, like after Raiko's conversation and persuasion check, he kind of crosses his arms, just says, "Look, here's what I'm going to say. This is technically she's a prisoner of war. Whether she came on her own or not, she's a prisoner of war.
Yep.
Therefore, really, she shouldn't just be left walking around and doing what she wants."
She won't be. I'm gonna be keeping an eye on her.
Yeah, I know.
Look, I am asking you this as your friend. I'm looking at everybody. As your friend, as your teammate. Just do me this one solid. I swear to you, you won't regret it.
I will do you one favor. For reasons I will not discuss. She may stay on your ship. However, once we reach Mandalore, I have to present her and they have to make a decision. That's the best I can do for you.
If you're gonna do that, then I would like to be her facilitator.
You want to be her arbitrator?
Yes.
Mediator?
Well, Same thing.
I don't know which one is right. I'm sure there's one that's definitely right, but I don't know which one it is.
I think.
Either way, we know, like, we get the
Yeah,
gist.
we know what you're talking about, but
But I think it's arbitrator. Anyway, but yeah, he just goes, "All right, I'll agree to that. I'll send forward a message letting them know that we're coming with a prisoner. For the time being," and he looks mostly at Quiet, and he just says, "You don't have to like it. Just don't do anything stupid." And she just turns and just goes, "Fine." Anything else that needs to be brought to my attention?
Did you get the button back from Freycheck?
I don't currently have it.
Where
Batman.
is it?
oh, that's not good.
Okay, I'm gonna roll
it?
investigation now.
All right, what do you want to know?
I want to find the thing.
Are you gonna go searching the entire flagship that is Freycheck?
Let me just help you, Ryan.
Let's go.
Let
I
me
have
just-
plus 10. I get him.
I cast locate object.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
force
there you
bullshit.
go.
It is nowhere within the 1,000 feet.
I want to walk around. It's concentration up to 10 minutes.
All right. Well, if you just let him finish,
Sorry.
he just says, "I don't currently have it. However, one of my underlings currently has it, and I have him being guarded by a couple of people at all times.
Okay, that'll work.
This was
Just a
an
couple.
agreement that Freycheck and I have come to. The button does not leave the ship, but it is always within our possession. This is an agreement."
I'm
So-
gonna look Vemin dead in the eye, as seriously as I can. Just be like, then you need to make sure that that person holding that button is prepared to give their life if necessary to stop that thing.
Oh, I'm 100% prepared, and I've already told him, and he has agreed. If anything seems out of place, he presses the button.
Very well.
All right.
Good. All right. Anything else? You know, normally, in any sort of military command, people don't question their commander like this.
I don't work for the
You guys.
military.
Normally, in any
civilian.
sort of military command, the commander doesn't do questionable things that should be questioned.
To be fair, in a normal command situation, we don't have a giant super AI computer who can do anything and everything.
You had
lording over
Job!
us.
Hold on to the button!
Hey, that's a big
Anyways.
responsibility.
For future reference, the term that we were looking for is intercessor.
Intercessor?
Yes,
I want to be her
Commit-
lawyer, thanks.
I'm sorry.
that's
how
what
do
an
you spell that?
intercessor is, pretty much. It's a person who intervenes on behalf of another.
Interesting.
Normally, it's used especially by prayer, but there isn't a not prayer version that I can find. So,
Weapons are our religion, so it's fine.
oh wait, it might be intervener or interceder.
I like intercessor, it's better.
Okay.
All right. So unless anybody else has anything else to bring up, we're gonna hop over to a scene. I'm not gonna actually put it on the screen because I couldn't find a good picture of it, Sag. But you guys arrive at Mandalore once again. However, as you enter orbit, you can see out the backside of the carrier that there are thousands of ships. The last time you were here, there were a couple hundred, guarding the planet. This time, thousands.
Like the whole fleet.
Army.
Like nearly the whole fleet, it appears.
Home sweet home.
Why, though?
You all
We're in
were
the middle
called
of a
back to
intergalactic
Mandalore
war?
effective immediately.
Everyone was? Like, the whole army?
As far as you know, effective
Jesus.
immediately. It
Well,
appears that this is Mandalore getting his forces together.
Either we're preparing
Assemble.
to attack, or we are preparing to be attacked. There is no
Hey.
in between.
Or both.
buddy.
Yeah,
what,
buddy.
What year are we in?
Don't worry
You
about
wouldn't
it.
you wouldn't happen to have a specific one, would you?
I'm not going to tell you. Don't
Don't worry about it.
it's like 20 years after the Sith Jedi
Sith
War.
Wars.
That no. I need a specific year of the war.
Which, fun fact, that'd be a great setting as well for a campaign.
By the way,
It
it's
would.
The
It
Great
would.
Sith War.
Ooh, yeah.
That would be
100%.
awesome.
100% thought about the Great Jedi Civil War as a possible campaign
It's
option.
so sick.
Because that would be so much fun.
Hey, let's not change the subject here, buddy.
He said, "Don't worry about
because
it."
because the first major assault that we have on one of the inner core planets of the
We're not
Republic.
even on
Hey,
canon anymore.
Yeah, we're way off canon at this
We're
point.
way off
But-
canon.
Okay,
Hey, hey,
I know. I'm just saying, if
hold on.
we're
I wanna
invading
hear this out.
Iridonia,
Okay, can you not spoil possible canon things for those of us that don't know the setting? Thank you.
I would like everybody to understand that Jake is currently doing the red tape and he has no idea what's happening.
okay.
Hey, have Judas roll for lore, see if he knows how to read a clock to tell what year it is.
Son of a bitch.
Clocks don't say what year it is.
Fuck you.
Dang, that's a good roll,
What,
actually.
what was the DC?
I don't know. That's Cypher. I made a
DC
joke.
20. DC 20. Judas has no idea how to read a clock.
Yeah.
He has no background. He was
What
never
is
taught
math?
medical.
You can read the clock, but I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to help you.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, none of that's going to help you. But yeah, shortly after Kraychek arrives, you guys are given the green light to go ahead and land. However, this time you are being told to land in the capital city.
Wait, like the carrier is? Like, is Freycheck landing or?
Just your ship. The
Okay.
Oblivion.
The Oblivion.
Okay.
The whole the
The
no.
dropship.
I was gonna
The
say,
whole
like,
side ship that
even
we
the
have.
Chiss ship is a little large for that. Like,
No, the Chiss ship is not going.
Our
It
new
is
drop
just
ship.
Your ship.
yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Our new drop ship, which is already the size of several houses.
Yep.
Our
Yeah.
new dropship, which is the old ship, but is now the new dropship.
I thought next time we get a medium ship that's just big enough for our team.
Yeah. But you guys land where you are designated, and you are told by the people who are working at the docks that you have a couple of days while the rest of the forces gather. In 4 days' time, Mandalore is going to make an announcement, and all are to be present. So this is the moment where I say, if you have any extra shopping to do, you may do so now, as
Nice.
the Forges have been told to kick that shit into gear. We got an army to arm.
Where was that
Oh, shit.
number I had with the total? I'm just gonna post my total.
Hey, Cypher.
Days without pissing off Mandalore, 0.
As
Hey,
he's
Cypher.
taking down the 0.
Yes, sir.
Out of curiosity, did
Yeah.
anything ever happen with that slave group that Dryg gave a weapon to?
Yeah, actually, a lot of stuff has happened with that.
I forgot about that. Oh my god.
So did I.
That was like a year ago, like in
Yeah,
real
it
life
was.
time.
Right?
So here's the funny thing. I wanted to get a newscast ready for this session, but because my week has been kind of
You're
wacky,
fine, dude.
I did not put one together. However, next session, before we do anything, a newscast will be made.
Hell yeah.
Can we not be the only thing that's mentioned in it this time?
You will
There were
not-
other things mentioned in it last
Uh,
time.
yeah.
too.
I don't know. We won the hunt. That's kind of like the big thing.
Yeah, that can be mentioned, but if it's like, oh yeah, but then the only
Dude,
other
are
thing
people
is the three
are
things
people
we
on
did.
Mandalore like talking to us about like the hunt or like saluting us or like cheering for us or anything?
You're like, I won like 20,000 credits because I bet on you guys.
You guys don't
Hell yeah.
understand. Currently, even though Mandalore, the planet, the group, the people are all at war, like you guys are like everybody when they see you down the street, like point or gawk or like in awe or come up and say hi, because you guys are basically famous.
like celebrities.
To stay on, my hood is up so that they can know me.
That's fine. You are allowed to do that. But like, yeah, people like want to take pictures and everything like that. Like, it's like a big deal. But at the same time, war is going on, so some of them just do go by because they've got a lot of shit going on. So, at this moment, you guys can purchase your items. You may choose to try and haggle if you so wish. But any items that you had previously set for your characters may now be applied. You may apply them after the
Hooray.
session too if you so wish.
I'm fine not haggling. I have so much fun.
I am so fine not haggling.
Didn't think so, but I wanted to give everybody the option.
So I mean, like, I know it's not gonna do too much, but can I sell like the mods and other things that like I won't have anymore? Like,
Yeah. Can you just give me a number of the items and their rarity, and then I'll tell you how much it costs.
okay, I'll have to put that together then.
Yeah, you're gonna have to give me that because it's based on the
Mhm.
rarity, not the actual item.
Oh
itself.
no, math.
Oh no! Math teacher, his favorite.
It's a prototype light weapon chassis with 2 prototype mods on it.
Okay, so 3 prototype items.
Yeah, essentially.
Cool. Okay. I'll get back to you on that, and I'll let you know. Right. While on the planet, is there anything anybody would like to do while you're here? Because you've got a couple of days to kill, unless you want me to just fast forward time.
I would like to meet with Mandalore if possible, or the head,
Yeah, sure. Aren't we supposed to be talking
the
to them
Forge
about
Master.
like with Vemin and all
I'm
that?
right here.
Yeah, but I
Not
wanted to
you,
give you
the
guys.
actual
I wanted to
Forge
give you
Master.
guys some options in
Okay.
case you want to do something first.
I'm gonna go do all of my shopping first, but then
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. Just an FYI, your stuff will be ready by the time we start next session. Just because the forges can, like, they are literally getting orders by the hundreds of thousands at the moment.
yeah,
So they're a little backed up, but they'll get you.
yeah. But we take
I mean, there
priority
is,
because
like,
we're
a shit ton of-
badass.
Do we take priority because we're celebrities?
You do get some priority in line.
I slip
but
him an
Hell
extra
yeah.
10 credits.
he just puts it away and says thanks.
I slipped them an
now-
extra
you're
5,000
now-
credits.
You're now number 999,999.
God, that just makes me feel like
10
the Gen
more
Con
credits.
list.
9,998.
10 more credits.
God damn
You're
it.
pushing-
Hey, the
It
question.
just says, ACOG, you're pushing your luck.
Question.
Yeah.
The item modifications you said are half, but the augments are full price, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Thank you. Just check in.
Because augments are way more powerful.
Prototype
Fact.
is 21,000.
I think you'll like the things I've done to Quiet.
I'm sure I will.
I almost spent her full 3 million that we gave her.
Oh, you guys want to know how good Threg's AC is now? It's like a 37, I think.
I don't know if that's possible.
How?
I gotta do the math,
To
but
be fair,
it's-
because he has NPC armor, and it was already much
at
higher
a 20,
than
it was
anything
at a
people can have.
22, so it started with a pretty good base.
And I'm probably going to edit it down a little bit because that's a little insane.
I don't
So,
know the exact
don't
number
worry
yet.
about
I
it.
haven't done all the math yet, but
Don't worry
it's
about it.
higher. I know it is higher than mine.
The main thing is I'll bump up stats for the NPCs, but they're not going to be like player stats where they're just like nutty. Anywho, yeah, unless anybody else has anything else they want to do.
You said
actually,
days?
Yeah, you have 4 days
Okay.
before the announcement.
Could I volunteer my services for the smiths and the forge? and help with
You
work?
absolutely can. Do you want to do that the entire time?
I'll do it 3 out of the 4 days.
Cool. I'll get back to you on what that means.
Cool.
There is something that actually does come up as you guys do get there, and Vemin shows up and sees Raiko and says, "All right," and he hands her over some binders and says, "Put her in these."
No.
Yes.
And if I don't,
That is a direct order.
you know what? You're a fucking bitch, Femin, and I'll just turn around and do it and tell her I'm sorry.
He just says, "It's not my choice. It is a direct order. Come on."
By who?
Mandalorian standard procedure.
Correct.
Prisoner
And
of
Zay
war.
wants to see
her.
Threat.
Fucking
Scary,
prisoner.
scary.
She is literally the definition of a prisoner of war.
Well, I don't agree with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, kind of.
Well, I don't agree with that.
You don't have to. But yeah, he just says, "Raiko, Henny, anybody else want to come? Because we're going to Zay's office.
Yes.
Good luck." All right.
I'm just
Off
here
we
to
go.
rein in Raiko.
That's a good plan.
I don't need
But yeah.
reining in. I'm perfectly fine.
Well-
Kyo gives you a look.
He's
I give him a look back. Like, don't fucking start with me today.
Don't do this. I don't feel like it. One moment, please.
Why don't I have the calm
Mandalorian Beskar
emotions
Gun gets a
now?
+4 if you have all 3 sets, right?
Yes, it is a +4. I'm just putting this
Perfect.
back on the screen for y'all so you can kind of see where I'm pointing. So the main capital city is in the very back with the 3 domes. Each of the domes is for one of the leaders, and then the middle one is where Mandalore basically resides for war. We are going to one of those towers. And as you guys arrive, you see in the the tower that Zay is in, the same Mandalorians with the black armor and red visors that usually accompany her everywhere. As they appear to be guarding the area, they let you in, and she's sitting at her desk without any armor on. She is wearing like formal clothing. And as soon as the door opens, Vemin goes, "Zay, we're here," and she just goes, "Shut up." Sorry. Good to see everybody again. Now, two things. We're going to deal with yours first, and then we'll deal with mine. First things first. I'm assuming this is... What was her name?
Henny.
Right. Henny. And she's the prisoner? Yes, ma'am.
Rygo looks
I
kind of
see.
pissed at that word.
I see. All right. We will have a formal meeting and trial with her soon, and I've been told, Miss Raiko, you will be intercessing for her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very well. You've been through the process, so you know how that's going to go.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Now, for the thing that I need to talk about. And she turns to one of the guards in the corner and says, "Jammers on." And you see he turns on one jammer at every corner of the room. The lights get turned down, all devices get turned off, and she tells everybody to turn off everything, remove batteries. Nothing is to be able to be accessed.
Sure.
And then she says, "You all realize, specifically you two,"
Who's you two?
well, you and Keel, since you're the only two that said they were going to
Oh.
go. She goes, "While I'm sure many people appreciate you completing the Great Hunt, we were not supposed to participate this year. In fact, because of the war, Mandalore said no. Explain why you went anyway."
I'm gonna look at Keel, and then I'm gonna look back at Zay, and I'm just gonna be like, "Well, we were told that Mandalore asked us to go."
And I was told by Z that you were all told this by Raycheck.
It sounds really bad when you say it out loud.
And she just turns to Vemin and says,
I'm sorry, but like,
and
damn.
says, "Is this true?" And he just stands there for a moment, and she goes, "Vemin." He goes, "You told me not to talk." And she goes, "Stop being cute."
Ryko laughs, like under her breath.
Z wonders what she means by that.
You're not
Meaning,
there.
Stop
Oh, am I
playing
not there?
around.
No, she's
you're-
being killed.
You said no one said they were going to go besides Raiko and Keel. So
Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're not
Okay.
there.
Everybody else is currently doing some shopping, but he just apologizes and stands up straight and says, "Sorry, ma'am. Yes. I was given a recording by Freycheck that says that Mandalore gave us permission to send them." "And you have the recording?" "I do. And with some effort, ACOG has determined that this is a forgery." "Do we know where it came from?" "No, ma'am. However, it appears to be a well-made forgery, so it is very likely either someone close to Mandalore or the very large elephant in the room, the giant supercomputer that's currently sitting in orbit."
Wait, the Chiss didn't make that, right, Henny?
Make
No,
what?
she's talking about Freycheck.
No. Yeah, but we don't know his freight check. But the Chiss are also super advanced. So I'm asking
They're
Henny.
She just said giant supercomputer. I think she means French.
I know, but I'm asking.
He's
Henny.
asking separately if they made
Ah.
it.
Separately. And Henny just looks up at Keel and just goes, "Make that? No, we didn't do that.
You didn't bait us into it.
No,
Okay.
you did yourself."
Okay. Well, then it's Freycheck then. No one else is advanced enough to do that.
Okay. So now we have a new problem. We have a giant ship, which, based on record, has the capabilities of wiping out an entire ship and likely planets by itself, currently sitting above the capital of our society, and with nearly our entire fleet in orbit. So, I ask you all this. How are we going to fix this?
Vemin has a self-destruct button.
Vemin, I do have a self-destruct button.
That was part of our deal
Sort of.
with Freycheck.
Okay,
Sort
I
of.
don't
Still
have it.
don't- we
I
still
don't
aren't
have
sure
it
it works.
on me. And she just goes, "Why not? Because it was a deal with the giant super AI that we keep it on the ship, but at least somebody has it on them at all times. And you trusted the giant supercomputer that currently did this." To
I
be
don't think
fair,
we're supposed
I-
to trust him at all after what he did at this point.
I feel like we're kind of in a situation of like we don't trust him, but we don't know how to deal with him.
Look, he just goes, "I'm gonna play devil's advocate here for a moment. Except for this one situation, Freycheck has been completely honest with us
That's true.
and has worked with us and helped us at multiple battles since he's joined the army."
Hmm.
I think I know why he did it.
Go on.
He's obsessed with this story. It's probably not a story. It's like his purpose, his like grand design is what he
Like
was
his-
made for.
Programming. Yeah.
He's actually obsessed with it. His like personality changes when he deals with it. And the
Okay.
reason why he sent us on the hunt was to finalize that. And it takes priority above all. If I guess, like if an AI is something like a human and not a computer, then it would lie to achieve that.
Well, usually, yeah, AIs, especially if they're learning, could do that. I remember long time ago when you guys were on trial that you had a piece of a map. Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have all of it
We
now.
have-
Just he's
I
missing the
think
one piece.
I think he probably fabricated the order from Mandalore because the last star map piece was a reward for winning the Great Hunt.
And you think he knew that it was there?
He did,
I mean, I'm assuming he did. Otherwise, why would he have done that?
and it was there.
Like, what other purpose would that have served him?
Okay. And have we yet determined what the star maps actually lead us to?
Nope.
No. Yes.
Well-
Yes. We
Yeah.
think.
ACOG has all the stuff.
Well,
for it.
he has all the stuff for it, but we don't know the truth behind it, like the intricacies. We know that it's supposed to lead him to the thing to destroy the Great Devourer, supposedly.
Well, and we also talked to Revan in the Great Hunt.
You spoke to Revan.
Yeah, he was also there
Oh, that guy was a
in
bitch.
the hunt. He was also in the hunt, and they were also seeking the star map.
Were they?
Yeah. I'm sorry, you were too busy whining about being bored because we had 2 minutes to talk to him before we fought them.
That's
But that's he told us that they were there because they were interested in the star map.
I missed that.
Yeah.
She sits down at her desk and like puts her hands together in like the very thought-provoking pose and just goes, "If Revan is looking for this star map, then whatever it leads to is something very important or valuable. And it's very likely he's looking for a way to win the war."
Well, we
The
got the
war?
last.
What
we-
about the
we-
what about the thing bigger than the war?
Well, to be fair, we know nothing else about the thing other than the fact that you guys killed it.
Well, I don't think we did that. I don't think we killed it. But
What
No,
makes you
of
say
course.
that?
I've sent her like
because
3
I
updates
felt-
since then, Cypher. about
I
like
Well,
felt
that's-
it
oh, yeah, that's-
leave
sorry.
the planet
Been
before
hot minute.
Cassis got there to bombard it. Like I felt its presence leave Korriban.
yeah, I've sent her like 3 updates about when Judas like told me that I was supposedly in sleeper cell. Like sent her that
okay,
a long time ago, and then I sent her another one
My
from
bad. It's
before
been
the
a hot
hunt,
minute.
and then one after the hunt.
All right, it's been a minute, so let me rephrase that then. She's going to then she's going to take that information and just say, okay, do we still know where it is?
Nihilus or
Yes, the big giant scary thing. You
I
keep
can
talking about.
no.
try to
There's-
find out.
Oh yeah,
Is that
Keel got some
wise?
cool. He got some cool connection to him, or something. Oh shit! Can I tell her that? Sorry.
I don't care.
Kind of just told her that.
Oh,
We
good.
didn't really share
Okay.
that with the rest of the party.
I have
Alright.
an inn, and there's a chance that I can find out a lot. It has some risk. Or I can just get a little bit of information with no risk whatsoever.
We found out last time he connected with him that Nihilus just took on an apprentice.
And it's Zosim.
Why would a
We know it's
giant-
Zosim now.
Why would
don't
we know that a
know.
devourer of worlds, if that's what he actually is, why would he take on an apprentice?
I don't know.
That's how Sith work.
Okay.
There's always 2.
Is he a Sith?
Yeah, he's Darth
I wouldn't
Nihilus,
really
right?
say he's a Sith. He's like not really connected to the Force. The Sith just worship him.
Not well. Depends on the Sith. To be fair, it depends on the
Okay.
group.
All right, so
It's a lot of like we don't really know what he is, but also
He's just old and a folklore more important than anything. He's like the
he
Sith.
is continuously like she starts rubbing her temples because she's like, this is a lot of information to take in at the moment.
So that's why
I
I
know
said
the
there's like
deal.
the war, which is like a problem, and it's great. But you know we can deal with that. This is like a problem if it gets too out of hand.
Here's my issue. I cannot divert Mandalore away from this. He is adamant on finishing this.
I don't know if he can do anything about it.
I don't know either. But but if you truly think Freychek is leading us to something that could end this Nihilus, then against my better judgment, we may need to trust him.
But that's the thing. Like, there's a lot that we definitely don't know. Like, the stuff we
have,
don't
like,
know
bits
is
and
a lot.
pieces of
The stuff we
information.
we don't know is probably worse.
like we have tidbits of information and tidbits of understanding on the star map. I have no idea what the star map leads to, what Freychek intends to use it for if he gets his hands on it. Just because he's leading us there doesn't mean he's leading us there for us. He could just be using us to get to it.
That's true.
Question, Cypher.
Up.
You gave us the timeline of a year in game. Like, our characters know that, right?
Yes.
Of like before he gets too powerful to stop.
Yes.
How long has it been since then?
It has probably been about 2 months.
Okay, so
Total.
I tell her, like, we're running out of time. We still have, like, a little bit, but, like, not much.
That's my problem. Here's my, and she like stands up and begins to pace her office and goes, here's my issue. Mandalore's not going to stop this war for anything. And that means we're going to be in a weakened state. Whether we win or lose, it doesn't matter. We are going to be in a weaker state. The Republic, who is our current enemy, will also be in a weaker state. Either they are fully brought in under the Mandalore's banner, or they win or come to a draw, and we're both licking wounds. Then we're going to have what? A couple of months to put together an entirely new army and fleet? It's just not doable.
I don't even think an army would stand against him after what we saw in Korriban.
She looks like actually agitated about this entire situation because like she doesn't want to make this decision. And she just says,
What do you want us to do? Do you want us to continue the war, or do you want us to try to figure this out?
We need to figure this out.
Can do both.
But I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to give you a heads up. Mandalore is planning to attack Coruscant.
Oh no!
He's putting all of the bets on the line. And he's not wrong. At the moment, the Republic fleet is currently fighting to keep Coruscant at bay and keep it defended. If we can break their line, we can almost guarantee victory. But the problem is, it's going to be bloody.
There's also the factor of Revan.
Right. And since you guys have met him, he very much likely knows that we're coming.
We fought him.
And?
It was not pretty.
No, it wasn't.
We managed to force his hand into surrender by threatening the life of one of his generals, but he withstood all of us and came out pretty okay.
Here's the thing. From what I understand, this is now personal. Mandalore believes that Revan is his final fight, too. He believes if he can beat Revan, he can beat anybody. And I feel like he is going to go gunning for that man one way or another.
Does he have plans for Chimera Squad specifically?
I have not been informed.
We'll back him up.
I'm
because
sure.
Revan's not going to be alone.
I'm assuming we're either going to be on a special mission like we usually do, or just on the front lines.
I unfortunately can't say. But it is very likely it will be one of those two options. Your skill set is best suited in causing as much destruction and chaos as possible.
Kill Bao's.
Let's be completely honest with each other.
Yeah,
Kill
we're pretty
Bao's
good
low.
at that. We're pretty good at that.
I've gotten a lot better
Chimera
at
Squad
that.
is prepared to stand with Mandalore against Revan. He's probably
Until
going to need us.
So here's what I'm going to ask you all to do. I need you to go get those pieces of the star map and bring them here. We need to see if we can read and find out what Freycheck is trying to get to.
We should probably bring ACOG too then, because ACOG can read it the best out of
Oh,
all
I
of us.
have it. I just have it right now, actually.
Oh shit, do you really? I didn't
Yeah.
realize you
Except
brought
for the new
this.
piece, yeah.
No, I have
Except
the
for
new
the new
piece,
piece.
right? Because you gave me the wristpad.
No,
He
I-
said he was
He
going to
gave
hand
I
Well,
was just
yeah.
making sure somebody was watching it always, but I kept it.
Oh, okay. So
In
when
the
you
end.
We
slept,
have
I
all
had
of
it.
but the new
Yeah, so
piece.
when I
Oh,
slept,
okay,
you had it or Z had it.
Okay.
Somebody
we
had
haven't,
it besides
we
me.
haven't
That
added
was
the last
awake.
piece yet then, but we have the rest of it put together.
And she just goes, I want you to go right now, collect the pieces, bring them here. We're going to have to figure out what Freycheck wants.
Do
If we can
you-
figure out what it is, maybe we can talk to him.
Do you want me to grab ACOG without using communication devices?
It would be very
Probably,
wise.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna start meditating for a second,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Force Projection.
Okay.
Amazing.
While you're doing that, Tanner, if I may,
Mm-hmm.
could you make a charisma save?
Mm-hmm.
Spice.
33.
Yo,
Fuck,
let's
yo,
go! A
bro.
19 on the die.
That's hot, dude.
I know what I'm about.
You as you use force projection, your like soul or essence begins to wander the streets to go find ACOG. And you feel a cold hand on your shoulder. And
Dude,
you
that's probably not
you
good.
know what and who it is.
Is it bitch A? Is it bitch B? Is it?
It's the big bitch.
Yeah, bitch Z. Okay.
Because as you feel that, you can see like the sun growing darker for just a moment, and then you feel the hand loosen.
I'm gonna turn around.
Can I sense any of
And there's
that?
nothing there.
Next to him?
You feel nothing.
Okay, just curious.
I like look up at the sun and I like hold my hands out like,
It's
the
it's
hell?
totally normal.
Are we
It's
outside?
Totally normal again.
homie,
Or,
I
like,
wanted to have a
window.
conversation and you're just gonna leave me like this? All right, cool, great.
You rolled 3 over the save DC.
Oh my god, the save DC's a 30?
It gets harder with every time he uses force projection and the peering.
Bro.
He's looking for me. It's fine.
He's looking for something for sure. But yeah, okay. Nothing else happens. You are able to force project normally.
Great. All right, so I peer on the ship and go get ACOG.
Cool. You get ACOG.
ACOG.
What?
Dude's drunk.
Oh my god, is he actually?
ACOG.
I don't get drunk.
Hey.
What do you need?
This is Keel. As,
Yeah,
as not-
force bullshit. Yeah, okay.
I do a ghost backflip.
A ghost backflip.
I shoot the projection.
Hey, don't do that. It disappears.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Dang, never mind. Never mind.
Like, hey, ACOG. All right.
All right, hold on. Let me do this again. Force projects
At
again.
8th level. No, without letting Freycheck know that you are coming, I need you to like turn off all your devices and come talk to Zay right now, and bring the matches.
All right.
All right. Do you collect anybody else, or you just go straight there?
I would collect anybody who is nearby if they were interested in coming. I'm not going to say Freycheck's name,
Fair enough.
but hey, just say, hey, I'm going to meet with Zay if anybody else needs
I'll
to come.
walk with you. It lasts 24 hours. I'll just walk back with you.
I'm sorry. I'm reading the meme of, how do you know you aren't lying to us? That's the neat part. You don't.
Yep.
We don't. That's why we have the kill button. I can't believe I got away with that once even.
So anyone that's walking back to Zay, I'll tell them to turn off their stuff, and I will inform them of what we talked about so far, using vague terms on the important bits.
All right. Who all is coming? I'm going to give the open
stayed
opportunity
there.
to join. Yeah, I know. Keel's still there technically too. I'm just saying this is an open opportunity for anybody to join.
I'll go.
Fuck it, Judas goes. Why not? Let's ball.
Crocs?
I'm forging away, buddy.
No, he's
You got it, coach. All right. We'll get back to you later.
I'm going to say, over the last few days, could I have been reviewing the map
Oh, yeah,
so that I could
absolutely.
delete it? So there's no digital one for Freycheck to get?
I mean, you already studied the map, and then you got the digital one as well. So you already.
Yeah,
have a
but you know what I mean.
pretty good
This
idea.
is just to make sure I know it before I delete it.
I mean, yeah, you have a
Okay.
pretty good idea. Whether or not you'll be able to read the whole thing is up to question.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, you guys arrive, are led into the room, and the room is dark. They lit a couple of candles for some light because like they're taking no chances.
So I'm just gonna hold my datapad up, so like none.
Well, is that got the map on it?
Yeah, I've also got it memorized, but
Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to just make it work. There's currently jammers around the room, so hopefully he should be able to see anything.
I mean I can just put it in manually.
Okay. Well, bring it up.
I
Do you
go.
plug it in, or do you just kind of draw it? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you draw it, it's gonna take a while.
I'll draw it.
Okay.
We're in no rush here.
Zay
Okay,
might be busy.
She might be.
Nothing else takes priority over this for her. She said no chances. I'm not turning this thing on.
Make me a lore check, but at a straight roll. No advantage, no disadvantage. It is exactly what you roll.
That is the worst I have ever rolled on lore.
Badge. You've rolled
Now
a
you know
one
how I
before.
feel
though.
about persuasion.
On Arcanian Brilliance. Oh no, I did roll one on lore.
You rolled
once.
a one with lore. It was still a 17. It was kind of stupid.
No, it was a 16. I just got one higher in lore because of the upgrades.
Oh yeah. All right, but yeah, you someone else. I need you to roll me a D8.
I got it. Oh my god. Oh!
Oof.
Bad or good?
That might be a good thing.
Over the next 7 hours, ACOG draws the map.
Look,
No,
I drew a map
what?
of the galaxy. Okay,
Yeah,
it takes some time.
it does. It takes a while, which is why I said if you
7
draw this, it's gonna
hours.
take a while.
Give the man a closet. We'll come back later after dinner.
Yeah, this
If
will
it,
take...
I will say, if at any point Zay says to just plug it in, I will.
I'm gonna
But
tell you right now, at the 2 hour mark, she's probably gonna be like, "Can you just plug it in? I've got things to do."
all
She
right,
waited 2
I
hours.
plug it in.
Look,
It's
she didn't know how long
immediately
this was
up.
gonna fucking take.
At 2 hours, I'll just plug it.
And then at 12 sheets of paper, ACOG was like, "I need more paper," and she's like, "All right, enough of this." Yeah, all right. You plug it in, you put it through. She puts a projector up, and it puts out a galactic map in the center of the room. And then once you add all 4 pieces to
I
it,
thought it was 3.
There's 4.
or sorry, 3, whatever.
That's 3, yeah. Because
Oh,
there was
that's
one
three.
on Mancala, this one, and then the other one.
It was.
I
was
thought
3.
Freycheck had one that we didn't.
Well, Freycheck had the starting piece, which is the map back from when he was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So kind of 4.
Kind of. But yeah, you pull it up and everything slots into place. However, as soon as everything gets put into place, the map disappears. And a projection of a humanoid figure appears in the center of the room.
What the fuck?
Maps don't normally do this.
Fucking 4K graphics here.
And then it speaks and says, "Who are you?"
Kill gestures to Zay, I guess.
I don't think the drawing was gonna work.
And she just looks at him and goes, what am I supposed to do?"
You're in charge. Say who we are.
Fine.
Hey, I'm ACOG.
and the projection then turns to like it flickers and is facing ACOG and just says, "Greetings, ACOG. I am the builder."
Oh.
All right,
have-
let me get something straight.
Mhm.
Are you another AI?
I'm gonna start recording with my headgear.
Does that
I
access
am
the
not-
internet?
An artificial intelligence.
Is that what Freycheck said?
What?
Freycheck said he was an AI, right? He was aware
He
of
did.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Freycheck never said he was an AI. He just said he was an intelligence.
Okay.
Mm,
We know he was built though.
yeah.
He said he was built.
Okay.
He did tell us he was built.
Then I'm gonna ask: were you built?
I was built, yes.
By who?
Fucking shit.
I am a virtual intelligence. I contain information about the Empire.
Oh, he's saying that this thing is built, not the original person.
Yeah, the thing you're currently interacting
It's
with.
another Freycheck. It's just
It is
different
not
Freycheck.
Freycheck.
No?
It's like a recording.
It's like a
It is-
Datacron.
like a,
very-
it's.
It is very similar to a Jedi holocron.
I was
It
just
only
gonna
has
say
so
that.
much information.
Okay.
I was just gonna say that.
However, it says, "What can I do for you?"
What are you? Like, what is this map?
This map, and like it holds its hand up, and then you see the galaxy map reappear above its hand, but this time it's different. It looks much older, and it says, "This map is a fragment of our universe. It is, in fact, the location of the Starforge."
Do we know what the Starforge is?
Yes.
Yes.
Freycheck
Yeah,
told us.
we knew the name.
Could
Mhm.
not remember.
You do know the name. You don't know what it does.
What does the Starforge do?
There you go.
There's the
No,
question.
Freycheck did tell us.
He told us generally.
He said it.
He
said it
told
was
us he
a
had an idea.
super
He
weapon
wasn't
or two.
sure. He gave us a
Oh.
very vague. It stops the Dark One or something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of
Hence, we
information.
called it the MacGuffin.
Yes. The builder then proceeds to speak and says, the Starforge is in fact a super weapon. However, it consumes star-like material to create different objects, both machines of war, fleets, as well as other resources to fight against any enemies of the Empire.
Are you aware of the entity called the Great Devourer?
The
Or
Great
Nihilus.
Devourer was a creature that was born within our empire. This creature caused mass havoc and eventually the extermination of the Infinite Empire.
Would these weapons created in your forge be able to combat this entity?
The Starforge was not created specifically to combat the entity. However, it was given a secondary function: eliminate all possible life. Therefore, the Great Devourer would be unable to consume
it's
and
the
therefore
ring.
die.
We get it. Okay.
It's not the ring.
Nihilus is
promise
the
you it's not
flood. Okay.
It's not the ring, and he's not the flood. I promise.
Does
Promise
it
you
not? Does
it's
it
not that.
eliminate all life everywhere, or like in a certain radius?
The Starforge only consumes the life essence of stars. However, a previous builder, not this construction, but a previous builder, had determined that the same ability to consume stars may be turned upon the Great Devourer and consume its life force before it is able to gather more.
Oh.
So
Cool.
you're saying
So
that
how
the
do we do
Starforge
that?
can consume Nihilus?
It is theoretically possible, yes.
So do we just like point and click? How do we aim this thing?
Oh my god.
The Starforge needs to be within a certain radius of the target. Then, using the command bridge, you are able to select what you would like it to do.
Wait, before anyone asks where it is, it may be beneficial for us to not ask that question right now. Because if Freycheck finds out...
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. What does Freycheck want it for? Do you
Do
know
you-
if I'm gonna?
Yep,
if I'm gonna,
yep, ask
I'm
it.
gonna ask the builder if it knows who Freycheck is.
Yeah.
That was the name he told us, right? Not the name we gave him.
That was the name he told you.
Okay.
It pauses for a moment and blinks a couple of times, and then it says, Freycheck. Classification: scouting vessel.
That still blows
This
my mind.
Right.
This ship was sent out to your universe to build the Starforge. According to my calculations, the Starforge was completed. However, you say this ship has lost its ability to locate it?
Well, he seems like pretty hell-bent on getting the pieces of this map. So I'm gonna assume that yes, that is the case.
Very likely would use this map to locate the Starforge, yes.
What would he do if he got to the Starforge?
Complete his primary function.
Which is?
Begin the consummation of stars and begin recreating the Infinite Empire.
Is there a way
Ah.
for us to rewrite his primary function?
Excellent question.
Cannot rewrite primary function of a living creature.
Okay.
sorry.
Watch me.
He's a living. I'm sorry. Go back up.
This is all I do,
Hold on,
bitch.
back up. Back up. He's a living creature.
Yes.
How?
All intelligence based on scouting vessels are based off of a living creature.
So he's based off of a living creature, but he's still like a program, right?
No. Body of creature on the ship. Used
Where?
to function.
So you
Where
like
on the
shoved a
ship?
dog in a ship and used its brain to make an intelligence.
It's
No.
Neuralink.
No. Applied
Sword art on.
I was gonna say it.
God damn it.
God. No.
It's with the Matrix.
It begins to like close the galaxy map and like actually show you a picture of like one of their species, and like it begins to splice it apart like an MRI, and it says dissect criminals, lobotomize certain parts of their frontal lobe, and apply them to ships. Give them direct control with some neural limiters.
The body is still on the ship. Could it be preserved for thousands of years and still function normally?
Absolutely.
Indefinitely?
Yes.
Well, Zay, that answers your question. It's not an AI, so it wasn't lying.
So we
well, it was
can't
lying,
rewrite
but
the primary function he was given. Could we give him a new primary function instead?
Only way to do so would be to destroy neural limiters. Then would have the ability to make free choice.
Well, we don't want him to have free choice if he was a criminal before.
well, maybe. Well, does he retain his memories?
We have no idea what he would do. Is there a way to separate him from the ship?
Separation
and-
from very likely cause ship to malfunction and no longer be functional.
I mean, that's also fine. I mean, at this point, whatever.
Where is the body stored on the ship?
Usually found within body casing. A hidden location on the ship to prevent it from being destroyed.
Do we need the scouting vessel to operate the Starforge, or can we do that ourselves?
Unlikely. Could potentially operate yourself. However, scouting vessels have primary function to use said Starforge, and likely have the ability to command it, making things smoother.
So we need Freycheck to use the Starforge effectively. But if we let Freycheck use the Starforge effectively, he's not going to use it what we need it for.
I'm going to ask a really controversial question here.
Of course.
If we remove this person, this entity, from Freycheck, can we substitute a different person?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
This transfer would be
I
doable.
just got it. Oh
This
no.
transfer would be doable, however, extremely painful, and would eventually imprison them in the ship permanently.
We can't do that to somebody else. That's awful.
Sure we can.
Okay, you have no empathy or human emotions, you know, or
I'm not
whatever,
human.
humanoid emotions. I knew you were gonna fucking say that.
Listen, if we get a volunteer, it doesn't matter.
That's condemning them to a lifetime of being stuck on that ship.
Yeah, or we blow it up.
So there's no way to stop Freycheck from rebuilding the Infinite Empire
Can we have Dizzy do it?
besides destroying him.
Oh my god.
Imagine, actually.
Wait, I asked the thing a question.
You said there's no way to stop him from rebuilding.
Is there
the
no
Empire.
way to stop him from rebuilding the Infinite Empire without destroying him?
The Infinite Empire is no longer in existence. The rebuilding of the Infinite Empire would be using information, models, blueprints, and other things used during our time. These ships would be semi-autonomous and easily controlled by whoever controls the Starforge.
Oh, interesting.
And then you just hear Zay go, wait, let me back that up. This thing can create ships? How fast? The Starforge can create an entire fleet or armada within the span of 1 week.
I was gonna say, it repaired the whole ship in like a day or two when it sucked in the sun, right?
Doesn't it have to like consume stars for that though?
Yeah.
Choose what
It has
stars
to
it
consume a
consumes.
star.
So
Do we get to
that's
choose
the
which
other
star
thing.
it consumes?
You get to place these. So then it continues and says, yes, the Starforge can be placed under any star and then consumed over the span of 3 months.
How big is the Starforge?
The Starforge is the size of a dwarf star.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
So you're saying that Freycheck has already built the Starforge, but then
But lost
forgot
it.
how to locate it. Somehow. I'm assuming that's why he was damaged when we found him.
Does that mean we have to fly something the size of the sun?
I
Yeah.
mean, we're basically gonna be.
All right, cool.
Well, you're not flying that bitch. That bitch can hyper travel. It don't care.
It just appears where it needs to be.
It's like a Death Star.
I was just thinking
travel
that.
through hyperspace. It's fine. You're
Oh.
gonna slow boat this a device the size of the sun.
Does
Yeah.
the Great Devourer know about the Starforge's secondary purpose?
Information is unclear. This was theoretically brought up during the end of our reign. However, unsure if this was ever actually used.
Do we know how he was defeated in the first place?
Nihilus was never defeated.
Was he like sealed away then?
Nihilus consumed the entirety of our universe, or of our galaxy. Very likely drifted until called unto another galaxy.
Yeah.
So those fucking morons just summoned him here
Yeah.
after he's been floating around not eating anything for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm sorry, but yours' cult is a bunch of fucking idiots.
She wasn't technically part of the cult, because my cult didn't worship Nihilus.
Well, they certainly had no problem helping summon him here.
I think it was a offshoot, like a sect that were of like extremists or something. I mean, to be fair, the cult is a group of extremists. Don't get me wrong, but I mean even more so.
I was like, wow, where do we go with this? Because that's already extremist group. Wow.
Cult is bad, but they're not stupid. They're secretive.
Would you like to know more?
I mean,
Yeah, what else you got? Are there any other builders left?
Builders were sent to each and every galaxy that a Starforge was designed to go to. Very likely, other builders remain.
How many galaxies?
How many galaxies within a universe?
Well, how many did you send Starforges to?
According to when this device was created, we have sent approximately 1.7 billion.
Jesus. In Star Wars, traveling to other galaxies is not a possibility yet, right?
At the moment, yes.
Okay. That's fucking
So I'm not going to
terrifying.
ask you where the Starforge is, but is it within this galaxy, or is
The
he
Starforge is always located within a galaxy.
within a galaxy, but not this one?
Dude, watch it be near Chisilla.
No, it's in this one.
Chissilla's in this galaxy.
So wait, hold on. Tanner, what was the question you asked?
Just so my thought is either Freychek had to build it in a different galaxy and is scouting this one, or scouted it here, built it here, and then was destroyed here.
Okay.
So which of the two, or third option that I don't know.
The Starforge is built within this galaxy.
Interesting.
We were gonna
Okay.
not ask exactly where it was, though, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Or,
yeah.
or well, I'm gonna look over at
Galaxy's
Zay,
a
or
big
like,
place.
asking Zay, do you want us to let him go there so he can build you ships?
Well,
I mean,
It's not build her ships until we're in charge of the Starforge. That's a big if.
Yeah, you could just end up building all sorts of Empire ships and just taking
What are
them.
the ships gonna do?
Yeah, so Builder, if he goes there, builds these ships, and there's no one currently in charge of the Starforge, what is their objective? Their like priority?
ships are semi-autonomous. They will follow the control of the scout ship that created the Starforge at that point.
So Freychek just controls everything.
What would the scout ship want to do with the ships if there is no empire to rebuild because everyone is gone?
It would follow its primary protocol if the Empire no longer exists.
Which is?
And from the sounds of it, it would be use the Empire's resources to attempt to stop this Nihilus.
I mean, that seems like a pretty good deal to me.
There's still a lot of what ifs, but
We'll ask them.
well, no, it relies on Freychek, not the Builder.
Would you like me to communicate with him?
No.
Not
No,
yet.
no, not yet.
No, no,
We're
absolutely not.
You know.
As you wish.
How do we access you again?
Insight check.
Insight check for what?
Is he already contacted Freycheck?
Insight check.
24.
As far as you can tell, you've never met this thing before, and you have no idea based on its cadence whether or not it's lying to you.
I almost
How do we
rolled
access you
defiant.
again?
If you would like to access me again, please bring together all the map pieces.
So if we
That is
take
all.
the map pieces apart, you will be.
I will cease to function.
Okay.
Interesting. That's kind of cool.
So, well, that's a lot of
Hmm.
information.
Hmm.
Is there any
Zay?
way for us to send Nihilus to a different galaxy, like the galaxy where the Empire was? Can we send him back?
This information is not
We
known to me.
take it and put it somewhere else.
Preferably back where it came from so it doesn't eat someone else's galaxy.
However, there was an experimental beacon that was being created. However, this builder does not have the blueprints for such a thing.
The beacon to do what?
This beacon was used at one point, again, theorized, to attract the Devourer to a different location, giving
How
off
would it-
a great sense of force energy.
I could answer that question for you, Raiko. Points to
What-
self.
What do you mean?
I can attract it to where I am.
No, but we want to. If we could activate the beacon. You said you're not the builder with access to the beacon
Correct.
blueprints.
No, but
Was it-
he's looking for me. If I go there,
No, we're not sacrificing you. Shut up.
I'm not saying sacrifice.
If we was the beacon built, or was it just a theory with blueprints?
At the time of the creation of this device, this is unknown.
Where is the builder with the beacon blueprints?
One moment, and then it like zooms out and you see your galaxy, and then it zooms even further out and it goes really fast, and then it eventually points to a part of the universe that you guys are not in at all, and it says likely here.
Is there a way for us to get that without traveling there?
No.
Damn. You guys wanna create intergalaxy space travel in Star Wars like thousands of years before that's actually a thing?
It sounds like
Thousands
it was
of
already invented. We're just utilizing it.
No, I mean for
Well,
us, like the
yeah,
Star
yeah,
Wars
yeah.
galaxy doesn't
Well-
have that technology yet.
At this time, I'm pretty sure, right? There is a hyperspace barrier in the galaxy.
Correct.
That's why
There
you
is
can't do intergalactic travel.
correct.
So we can't even if we wanted to.
Correct. Well, I mean, you could, but you can't.
We would have
I
to
mean, why
steal
tell us
Freycheck's
about-
ship.
Why tell us about the beacon if we can't
Because we asked.
access it?
This was only a possibility. Just you wanted more information.
We could probably
I-
get there on Freycheck, let's be honest.
Yeah, but how long would that take?
According to the previous calculations, this could take several thousand years. Even
Yeah,
at-
we don't have that amount of time. We would get back and everything would be gone.
We'd be dead. What are you talking
You'd be
about?
dead.
Well, yeah, I know.
You
The-
be-
the
you would
Our
Freycheck would
great,
get
great,
back
great.
and every-
Okay, second campaign, second season of this is us doing that.
All right, guys. Next campaign, we're doing Mass Effect Andromeda. Let's go.
Hell yeah!
Our children is doing this.
Yeah, it's called a generational ship. Typically, it's several thousand years and then several hundreds of generations.
Cool.
I'm not gonna lie, sounds like it'd be a super fun campaign setting to
Yeah,
do the whole
actually,
generational
yeah.
ship.
Yeah, that would be pretty
Just-
fucking cool.
Like, oh yeah, my family's been out here a very long time, yada yada yada. You know, sounds like it'd be super fun
It
actually.
actually could be a really fun time.
Yeah.
Keep that in your
I don't know
back
if it
pocket
fits
for
in Star Wars, but
It does not fit the Star Wars setting, but
no.
we could use Star Wars stuff, but it would not fit the Star
That's
Wars. setting.
true.
What Shadowrun campaign?
Oh
What?
yes, I'm down.
Space
What?
Shadowrun?
I love Shadowrun.
Shadow
Mass Effect
Shadow
campaign?
Wars?
Let's go.
Shadow Wars?
Wait, I still want
Mhm.
the Tower of God campaign too, though.
True.
All the above.
All right.
All the games.
Any other questions for the builder?
Zay.
Yeah, Zay's just gonna be like, it could create a fucking armada.
You're still stuck on that?
Of course she is.
that.
I'm gonna look at Henny, and I'm gonna be like, "You're really good with technology. What do you think?"
And she would be like, she would literally be staring at this entire thing, go, I'm gonna be honest, like she actually like lifts her hands up with the binders and scratches her head and just goes, this is way outside of my wheelhouse.
I'm just gonna look at Henny and be like, "Do you see why we weren't afraid of you? Now that you see the bullshit we're dealing with?"
She just nods very, very enthusiastically, like, yeah, no, I understand completely.
So,
Um,
Zay
mm?
is our priority
Oh yeah, this is
now
Henny's
to...
first time hearing about the Great
Yeah, it
Devourer.
is.
Yeah.
We didn't fill her in at
Nope.
all.
No.
Is our goal now the
There with the
Starforge?
ability to swallow galaxies.
Dude, I think that we should discuss this with Mandalore.
Yeah, Zay is gonna absolutely put her hands down and say, this is a Mandalore question.
Is he available today?
I will find out. And if
Can you
not,
find
I
out
will
right
figure out
now?
if I can make him some time.
I think he might be able to make himself available for a free armada.
Yeah, give me just a second. And then she's going to look at one of the guards and say to him, get Mandalore now. And he just salutes and takes off. Like, he just sprints. And she just goes, okay, so if Freycheck gets this, he takes control of a giant fleet. I
Yeah.
mean,
A giant fleet that he would use to
no,
take
she
care of
goes-
Nihilus.
Theoretically.
She then asks a very important question no one has asked yet. She goes, Freycheck builder. Yes. Freycheck is a scout ship. Yes. What kind of ships can this thing make?
Oh, that's a good question.
And it says it can make anything from scouts, corvettes, destroyers, carriers, and eventually dreadnoughts. How big is a dreadnought?
Yeah, can you show me a size comparison of Freycheck to a dreadnought, please?
It does, and Freycheck, like it zooms out of Freycheck, and you just see this enormous ship. It makes Freycheck in like tiny,
Look like a TIE fighter in comparison.
almost. It's like 1/8. Like Freycheck is 1/18 the size of a dreadnought.
Fuck.
Weapons on this ship were designed to be able to create small black holes, and eventually swallow galaxies if need be.
Casual.
However,
Why?
I don't think we need that kind of firepower.
why?
Well, I don't think we get to decide what Freycheck builds if we give him the Starforge.
You ever think that maybe making weapons that destroy a galaxy wasn't the way to stop your galaxy from being destroyed?
They may have done that before.
I have a
Nihilus.
question.
Okay, go ahead.
Without revealing the location of this Starforge, would we be able to get to it with our technology without Freycheck?
This is very, very likely.
How long would it take?
According to my calculations.
20
with-
minutes down the street.
Bruh.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
It actually like thinks about this because the path to getting it is very precise. It's not just a straight shot. It says this could take approximately 3 weeks.
Oh, we got time. Yeah.
I have a question for the thing,
Mhm.
for the builder. You said Nihilus was born amongst your empire.
It was born within
Created?
the Empire, yes.
How did he become what he is?
There is a story, and it proceeds to begin telling the story that you guys have heard before.
Is that like actually what happened, or?
It is speculated that a not quite force sensitive, but some sort of mystical cult within the Empire ended up sacrificing all of its people with the one singular wish: destroy the Empire.
Why did he want to destroy the Empire?
Very likely due to enslavement and poor treatment.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
So, but he's
Raise
so
a glass
far,
to that.
he's so far gone at this point. I assume there's no reasoning with him anymore.
Again, this is speculation. However, Nihilus, or this great devourer, appears to have been created to destroy the Empire. However, once this has been finished, it appears
Hold up. Did you just say Nihilus was created too?
no, Nihilus was the thing that was created by this.
Yeah, the sacrificing of the entire civilization created. him.
Literally a sacrifice.
Oh,
of an
okay.
entire, like, force sensitive.
Not Empire
civilization.
created.
Like it turned him into
Yeah, for a second I
Nihilus.
thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say Empire, like Empire created, and I'm like, what the?
No. Like the
It's another
action of
AI.
destroying the whole
It is not.
Empire.
So to clarify,
Okay.
this force-sensitive population basically was enslaved and came up with the idea to kill everybody off in one big swoop, with the express intent to destroy the empire that enslaved them, and that's what spawned Nihilus.
If you want, I can ask him.
Do you want to ask?
No,
him?
let's not do that. Maybe later.
So like it's a Jonestown situation, but with a whole species.
Sure.
I have no idea what that reference is.
Uh,
I know what you're talking about, and like, yeah, except it worked.
do you know the cool? You know what the People's Temple movement is?
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is. That's the
Yeah.
Jonestown incident.
Except it actually worked.
Okay, well, can we uncreate him?
That was the theoretical use of the Starforge.
All right, well, I guess that's what we have to work with then. No beacon.
Very good. Would you like me to give you the location?
No. Of the Starforge? No. Maybe later.
Well, are you confident that Freychik won't find out if you tell us? Right.
Until contacting Freychek, this builder
Well,
will
don't
not
do
be
that.
able to understand.
Then I guess. Well, it's up to Zay. I'll let Zay decide. I don't
Zay
know.
is
Well,
gonna
we're waiting for Mandalore.
Zay's just tapping her fingers together, waiting for Mandalore to show up.
She's got that zoom noise going, like doom, doo, doom, doo, doo, doom, waiting for Mandalore to pick up.
Dun 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 bum dum bum bum.
Eventually,
Okay.
you hear loud like footsteps coming down the hall, and then the door opens. Ma'am, Mandalore is here, and then Mandalore pushes him out of the way and says, "What is the meaning of this? I have a war to win. What's going on? What is that?"
Hi.
This is better.
Hello?
Freychek, who knows more, offered an armada, but Freychek's in charge. We're not sure what to do.
I'm gonna ask the builder to explain all the things we've been talking about to Mandalore,
Yeah,
just to fill him in.
I sum it up.
Yeah.
Spark notes.
Re-explains everything to him eventually, and then
We could let Judas explain it.
Hell no. I'm trying.
We don't
I'm
have
trying
that
to be
time.
Efficient, trying to be efficient here.
Oh, he would be efficient. He'd just say we're fucked and then move on.
That doesn't fill Mandalore in though.
It's
By the way,
close.
I would just like to point out that behind Mandalore is Cassus. Anyway,
What's up,
I shut
Golden?
the
Judas
door
has
in
his hand on a
Cass's-
saber
I
then?
shut the door and cast his face.
nope, Cassus is already in the room.
I push him out of the room.
Wow.
But yeah, like they're listening to this entire thing, and then afterwards, Mandalore goes, "Okay, let me get this very clear. There is an object in our galaxy that can create an entire armada in the matter of days."
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I mean like our big ship armada too, not just like regular our ships.
even a ship similar to
Oh, that was
Freychek
Holly.
in a number of tens would be more than enough.
Oh yeah, 18 times the size of Freychek.
You have to consider that Freychek would be in control of them.
Well,
I am
only if
aware.
we're not in charge of the Starforge ourselves.
They think said we could operate it, but it would be much more effective and for Freychek to operate it.
Okay. And then he takes a deep breath and says, "Now, we know that Nihilus is still a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Starforge
He's kind of
has a secondary function was created to destroy Nihilus.
Well, hopefully.
And
in
how-
theory. In theory.
And where is he, and how long do we have before he becomes a threat?
Less
Nihilus?
than
I
8
don't
months.
fucking know.
Well, sorry,
Oh,
10
Troy.
months. 10 months.
10 months until he is.
Until he is unstoppable. So sooner the better.
We don't
Cassus-
really know where he is right now, though.
I can find
Cassus
out, but there's
speaks
risk
up
involved
and
with that.
says- Cassus speaks up and just goes, "My lord, a ship fleet of that size would make you unstoppable in every way. But if I may be so bold as to say, we may wish to put the war on hold if this is actually a problem."
Holy shit, Cassus is actually.
Oh
being
my
smart
God.
For once. Who are you, and what have you done with Cassus? I posted
Insight
it up.
check!
This fucking bitch. There's
He'll
no way
second
he-
insight check this
Now-
entire campaign.
Now is when he chooses to be reasonable. I would like to insight that bitch also. Oh my god.
Same.
Please roll well, please. Thank you. Well, that was okay. A 14.
All right,
32.
Keel, you have
We
no
all
idea.
just all of our heads just snap to Cassus.
Sus.
Like,
Real
what?
sus vibes, my guy.
Us vibes. Yeah.
This is when you choose to be reasonable.
Oh
And
yeah,
then-
Judas
Yeah.
knows nothing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Judas is like, yeah, these are
Judas,
words.
dude, what is it with you and rolling double nat ones?
Dude, I don't know. How many times can I do this?
A lot, apparently. Yeah, Cassus turns his head towards the party and says, "I am always doing what's right for our people. Thank you." And he turns again back to Mandalore and says, "My lord, this may be a moment where we might want to reconsider our stance." And Mandalore thinks for a bit and says, "It could also be the moment we complete our goal."
Oh,
Think about
did
it.
we tell Mandalore about the fact that Revan also wants the Starforge, possibly?
I mean, we just
Uh,
told Zay about that, and Mandalore hasn't been here since then, so I'm going to assume no.
The
think-
answer to that is
so-
no.
I bring that up as well.
I would like to bring that up. Well, I don't know if he wanted the Starforge. It seemed like when
Well, he
we
wanted the
talked to him,
map.
He wanted the map, but it didn't seem like he knew exactly what the map was.
Yeah,
Well,
he knew it was something force related.
50-50 if he knows what it is, to be honest.
So you bring this up to everybody again?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Mandalore that we talked to Revan in the Great Hunt.
Like, I want you to have all the information before you decide on what you're about to say.
Right.
And Revan was also in the Great Hunt because he was hoping to acquire the map piece that we won.
Once you tell him that Revan wanted the map piece, like
I feel like
His-
he's like unhealthy obsession with Revan.
he like smashes
So
the
is
wall with
Cypher,
his
let's
fist,
be real.
Dude,
Yeah,
Ryko kind of
punch him.
jumps actually.
and he just says he cannot have it. If
Well,
this
we
is
have
what it
all the
is,
pieces.
It's ours.
Oh yeah, we are the only ones with it now.
We have
Excellent.
all the map pieces. He has no way to locate it.
Good. And then he turns to Cassus and he says, "You are now being placed on this mission. Find this Starforge." And then he turns to the party and as he's leaving says, "And give Freycheck the map."
Boss said do it.
All right, let's get some spicy stuff going.
Pleasure to see you too, Mandalore.
As he's leaving, like, are we going with him or
Like Cassus for
or are we just hanging out here? I'm fine either way. Totally fine either way.
No, the door closes and Cassus is still standing in the room, and he turns to Zay and says, "Something's wrong." And she says,
With
"This is coming
Mandalore?
from you. Something is unhealthy wrong with him. This is not how he usually acts. He's much clearer in thought."
Can I insight like what might
Yeah.
be wrong with him?
Can I
Oh,
insight
Please
to
insight.
see if
'cause
he's
that was
acting the
trash.
same as that recording we got?
Yeah, go for it. Roll.
Nice.
33
nice.
again.
2 19s. Holy shit.
God damn.
Never a 20.
Jake is jealous.
Yeah, no, I compliment him. I give him the 20 with my double ones.
ACOG, he is still talking like you have known him to. However, you do know something is off.
Did
Whether
Mandalore
it-
leave?
Okay.
Yeah, he's gone.
Can I follow after him?
If you want to.
Yeah, I want to.
But Zay
After Cassis
and
says that, I'm gonna follow after him.
You're
Yeah,
gonna leave
Cat-
Henny alone?
Keel's here. She's fine.
Well, I was gonna maybe
Cassis
come
is
too.
just going to. He's going to try and stop Raiko for a minute and just
Dude,
says,
Raiko will shove him out of the way.
Listen, this is important. I know we had our differences.
Differences. You
still-
tried to get us executed.
Correct, and I don't regret it. But
Yeah.
listen to me. I have
Yeah, and he
known
would have
this
gotten away
man-
with it if he was good.
I have known him for many years, and this is unlike him. You know it too.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna go help him. Because you're clearly not doing anything
Wait, so-
about it.
Cypher.
Mhm.
Does it seem like he's acting the same way that recording did, or
No, I said that
Okay.
he's appear to be acting the same
so
way
he is
normally
different
is,
than normal, but not the same as the recording?
not the same as the recording.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he seems to be, as someone else put it, unhealthily obsessed.
Oh, this is a sign of addiction. I have this.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
If he's being
Yeah,
affected,
this is normal.
if he's being affected by the Force, I might be able to deal with that, but I can't guarantee that that's the case.
But Cassis will look at Zay and says, "I have orders. I don't like it." She
orders?
just agrees and says, "I don't like it either. But do what you can. If Revan is actually after the star map, or after this Star Forge, we need to find it before him." Understood. She just says, "Cassis, you have orders. Find the star map as Mandalore decreed." And he bows to her and says, "As you wish."
Can I leave now? I'm gonna go.
Yep, you may leave.
Follow Mandalore.
Yeah, he begins walking back towards his like domain.
Dude, I assume based on how tall he is, Raiko has to like jog to catch up to him.
Yeah, like you have to actually move.
She will do so. I can slow
All
time
right.
if you want. Oh, we
No,
long
you should-
rested. I never
should be-
updated my sheet.
You should be fine. But yeah, you are eventually able to catch up to him while he's walking. But he doesn't seem to acknowledge you.
Hello, sir.
And eventually, what?
I just wanted to check on you, you know? War's a lot. You seem stressed.
I have a lot on my plate. Thousands of ships, millions of people, and I'm currently planning to assault the capital of the Republic. What is it that you specifically want?
I'm just concerned about you.
For the moment, I will be fine. I look forward to this trial to see how you do.
Can I foresight on him?
Sure.
Can I true sight on him, actually?
What does that do for difference?
You see things as they truly
Cass-
I see things as they are.
are. Up to
You see-
interpretation.
That is the wrong
I might have
description
copied the
for
wrong
true
thing.
sight.
I definitely probably copied the wrong thing.
And
Sorry,
a
one
mobile
moment.
faintly shimmering barriers.
Look, I bet I grabbed the one underneath it. Hold on, hold on.
Oh, I
hold
love
on.
it.
It's true sight, and then it's you see things as they truly are, hidden doors, blah 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 blah.
It's
Okay,
you
so-
shift your vision to see through the use of the Force, giving you the ability to see things as they actually are. For the duration, you have true sight and notice secret doors hidden by powers, blah blah blah. But like, I want to see like if there's anything like affecting him.
You can see that he appears to be the same. But there is a slightly darker tint to him, but not by much.
Like aura.
Yeah.
I
can't fix that.
Okay.
However,
I mean, I can't
he
fix
does
that
not.
either.
However, he does not appear any different with your true sight. He appears to be the same person.
There doesn't seem like there's any like influences on him or anything like that?
None that you can currently.
Oh shit! I could do something from here actually, real quick, while he's walking away.
Sure.
What is-
You gonna read mind?
No, sense force.
Check thoughts.
Let me see how high I need to cast this.
That was my 6th level spell for the day.
I'm going to upcast this to 7th level.
Oh boy, what is it?
So within a mile, I can sense any weird force bullshit.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so you do see something unusual. You see that like his normal aura is totally fine and everything seems normal there, but you see like a thread, a very thin red thread that appears to be leaving, like it goes in a straight line through the wall and like out into the main city.
I have 10 minutes. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna go try to
You
find the end of
follow
that.
it?
Yep.
Follow it, yeah,
Judas
follow it.
follows.
I'm gonna leave Henny with Zay and stuff for the moment.
Hey, I'm
Isn't
Yeah,
Henny
just saying.
specifically
not
your
going anywhere.
responsibility, though?
Look, she's
Are
a
you
prisoner of
allowed?
war of the Mandalorians. Like, yeah, the
Okay.
Mandalorians are brutal, but they're also like they have a code. They're not gonna do anything to her unless they sentence her.
No, I'm not worried about them doing anything to her. I'm worried about
She's
you
in
being
sh-
on trial again for breaking protocol and leaving the prisoner behind.
No, this is an
Well,
exception. You
Vemin is there
Okay,
too.
alright. That's
Vemin's
fair.
there,
I just wanted to make
Cassius is in
sure.
there, like,
I
Zay
wanted to make
is
sure we
there,
were
Hey,
thinking
Todd
about
is
it.
there.
We're finishing up right now, so you're not
I'm
gonna miss
leaving
much.
her in the hands of my superior officers. I don't think they'll be.
Yeah,
mad
like
at that.
ACOG.
You are not my superior officer, bitch. Dumb bitch.
You guys begin running out of this building, following.
I'm gonna
this thin
continue
red
following
line.
Mandalore while they look for it.
Okay. So Raiko is with Mandalore, and everybody else is going for a
Good night,
run.
Crocs.
ACOG stayed.
ACOG stays.
With, yeah,
Okay.
right, Chad?
Yeah, I'm staying.
Okay.
Okay.
How many are
So
coming?
then
Me,
that-
Judas.
You,
Right.
Judas, and Z.
Z? Is
And
Z
Z?
going? Ryan?
He-
Ryan?
He
Brian.
might be busy.
Brian?
I'm assuming that he's coming. So burst of
He's-
speed on all
he's-
three
yeah.
of this.
We'll just assume. But yeah, you guys run through the city, as like following this red line as fast as you can with the amount of time you've got, and eventually, it leads you to just this one little like, I want to say cafe is the best way to put it. It's like a cafe right outside of the city district, and the line leads directly to a person sitting at a table wearing a cloak and taking a sip of a drink.
So I'm
And
gonna stay outside the cafe for a
Yo,
second.
that's sus as fuck.
Yeah.
All right. And she, like, this person, he, she, it, begins to take a sip and then puts it down and then just sits there and says nothing and just continues about their day.
Dude, I feel like a person that has the force powers to manipulate Mandalore probably knows you guys are out there.
Maybe.
But I'm not there, so what do I know?
Or it might be
And-
taking all of her concentration.
And Raiko,
Yeah.
Mandalore eventually says, "Now, if you'll excuse me, I have things I must do."
Is there anything I can help you with?
Not at the
While
moment.
I'm here?
However, if I need you, I will call.
You don't just want some company?
No.
Little chat a game?
No.
Can I roll a persuasion check?
No.
My man's going
No.
to war. Give him a minute.
Look, man!
He
Bro
eventually
needs to
go-
relax!
He can beat
he
me up
eventually
later.
Walks into his like large room and then speaks to the guards out front and says, "I wish not to be bothered any further until I say otherwise." And the door closes and the two guards at the front be like guard the door and say.
Dude, Raiko
"Guard
looks
them."
at the guards and is like, cool, I won't go in there, but I'm also not leaving.
That's fine, ma'am. We got to do our job.
I understand. I gotta do my job.
Heal. At about this time, you see that the woman's hand, like that's holding the cup, has the red line to it. Then she puts the cup down, holds her hand up, and the line disappears. And then she stands up and walks away.
You better engage with her.
Do something better. I am going to tell Judas. Well, no, you're fucking bad at stealth, aren't you?
Yeah, he's real bad.
No,
Ryan's
I'm
good at
decent
stealth.
at it.
Ryan's-
You guys
Ryan's
forget,
there.
I don't.
Oh yeah, you
I
don't
don't
have
have-
He
disadvantage.
doesn't have heavy armor.
That's
Ryan
true.
can cast
Disadvantage,
smuggle. Have Ryan cast
Jesus.
smuggle on everybody.
Smuggle!
Okay,
Smuggle!
so smuggle. But I am going to cast a different spell. I'm going to do improved force barrier. And I'm going to become
Willing
invisible.
creature. Okay, they become invisible for 1 minute or until the power ends.
And I'm going to like do a circle around her and then return back to the group as we're all kind of tailing her, just so I can see her face or his face or their face.
Okay, and as you do, like, give me a stealth check.
This is with the
Maybe
plus
she
10.
just has- she might just have
Yes.
true sight up.
This will not always be with the plus 10 unless Ryan's coming with you.
Ryan cast smuggle.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's only a 30-foot radius.
I mean, she's in a cafe. He could just sit down at another table.
No, she's leaving.
Yeah, she's
Oh, well, shit.
there.
Yeah, well, she has to
Yeah.
walk out the front
Oh!
door.
Well,
Get shit out. Who needs a plus 10 anyway?
Okay,
with advantage, a 28.
it's still 28.
I know.
Keel, you are invisible and you move as silently as you ever have before. And this woman continues to walk through the crowd, and eventually you are able to catch up to her. And as you circle around to the front, you see two things. The first is she is wearing what appear to be Sith robes. The second is this is an old woman. And as you are able to kind of like peer into the hood when it moves just enough, you see that her eyes are blind. Yet you feel them on you.
Is she human?
Ooh, I know what this is.
Is she human?
And then she appears human,
Okay.
but you do feel like something is watching you, even invisible and stealth as hard as you are. And she does not say anything, nor appear to give you any indication that she sees you, other than the feeling you got. And then she just continues to walk.
I'm so torn of taking action myself and asking for permission.
Permission for what?
To take action.
Well, I'm going to let you figure that out, as we're going to end the session here.
Oh! You better take action, because if we lose her, we may never find her again.
Well,
She
you're
also
gonna
could be
have-
not doing anything.
You can have 1 week to figure out what you want to do, and everybody else can figure out what they want to do as well.
Cool, I get to spend my week of roleplay standing outside Mandalore's office.
Hell yeah.
But that's
I'm gonna
where
ask
we're
the
going
guards
to
to
end the
play Shadow
session
with me.
here tonight with yet another cliffhanger, because I'm enjoying those.
Ooh, can we roleplay our 2 days of shopping before all this shit started?
we had a
You
week
may
on the ship
absolute-
too.
You absolutely have a week and a couple of days to shop, so you can do whatever you want during that time to
I just
talk
want to
and
roleplay taking
do things.
Threg to like all the best sniper stores in Mandalore to
That's
upgrade
fine.
his weapon.
But that's what we're going to end with today. And next week, we may or may not have a combat, depending on certain actions taken.
Great.
So, good luck,
Love it.
everybody.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm just saying if that bitch is strong enough to manipulate Mandalore to that extent, she might wipe the floor
I mean,
with our
it could
faces.
just be dominate person. Like it's not that crazy. But I'm assuming that she's got something stupid that I was gonna have to
Just
deal
keep in
with.
mind, I feel like engaging with her is
What?
ideal, but also you only have 3 party members with you.
You know what? For funsies, I'm gonna leave off with one more thing. Tanner,
Hi.
roll me a lore check
Okay.
Oh god, aren't you bad at those?
Very.
at advantage.
Oh, okay, 20.
I'm gonna add a defiant to that.
Do it, do it.
That seems important. 24.
Yeah, let's go.
24. You
Can I
do
tell
not-
him what it is?
You do not directly recognize this woman, but you felt her before.
Felt her before?
From the cult, probably.
Can I tell him?
What about Eudice?
Judas, you did not see her, so I can't say you
Okay,
know
here's
her.
my question: how did I not see her? She had to walk out of a cafe through
She's
a
got a
fucking
hood
front
on.
door.
She's
She
got
has
her hood
a
on.
hood on. The only reason he's able to see her is he's stealth and invisible, and he literally ran up on her.
And like looked in her hood, like in front of her.
That's the only reason I'm giving her this information. Otherwise, she has had the hood over her face the entire time.
Is there
Yeah,
no
that's some
subtle
bullshit.
spell?
No.
There is no subtle spell.
I just realized I was looking at all the force and power and options, and I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, it's all the meta magics except for subtle spell, pretty much.
However, Chad,
All right, you know what? That's it. Judas just cast Saber Slash. Let's go.
No.
Nope. All right, yeah,
Whoever
what?
this is probably needs to
No!
die.
Judas
We
isn't
are
even
gonna
there.
stop.
Judas and Z stayed at the cafe, I thought, and Keel
No.
followed after them.
Well, they're
Well,
tailing her.
just Z used the smuggle, so he has to at least be within 30 feet of him. Unless Z did not decide to go, that's up to him.
Well, you didn't give Tanner the +10 anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
38.
Chad,
Yeah.
do you want to take a theory on this? Because you seem like you think you know what it is.
Oh, I have no idea who she is. I just know what she is, I think.
Go ahead.
She Amira Luca?
Possible.
There we go. That was it. That was all I thought.
I, Tanner, don't know what that is.
You can go ahead and look it up. It's actually
Sniper and
one of
I
the
have had some long
playable.
conversations about Amira Luca. And how
And
absolutely
honestly-
baller as shit they are.
They are really nuts. They don't see normally, they see through the force.
How do you spell that?
Mira Luca, M-I-R.
Miraluka.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have eyes.
Yeah, they don't have eyes.
They have permanent force sight, and that's the only way they see the world.
It's kind of bonkers because like it's so good.
Yeah, and I definitely didn't make one of my next characters Amira Luca. So
But yeah, that's where we're gonna end. As I said before, you guys do have access to the items, so things will change.
But we
And
don't
in
have
the
that
combat-
for this next combat, or we do?
I would say you. So I would say you have everything now because I just don't feel like having you guys. If you've already updated your sheets, I don't feel like backtracking it.
I haven't.
Okay. Has anybody actually physically updated their sheet yet?
I think Ryan was working on it.
I updated
I
quiets.
started.
Okay.
I updated quiets, and I
Well,
updated
We
mine.
shopped already.
You did. Go ahead and update your sheets with
okay.
all the items. I'm gonna let it happen.
Do you want
Except
us
for
to
the
send
one
you
that
a
I.
list?
So I have one that's an attunement.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get an extra attunement, which we're still not sure when that is happening or not, so I haven't added that one yet because we don't have it yet.
Right. But yeah. So go ahead and just update your sheets as is. And then next week, if we do combat, we'll do combat. If we don't do combat, we will continue role playing until something interesting happens.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. So good luck, everybody. We're gonna see where this leads us.
Oh yeah. By the way, what did Cassis and Zay do after they left?
Well, Cassis was basically questioning Zay on whether or not, this was a good
To do
idea.
it.
And
Yeah.
Zay, since she is the new War Master, basically said, do as you are instructed, and he agreed, so he's off.
Okay.
He's off to go tell Freycheck they found the map.
Yeah.
because Mandalore said give Freycheck the map.
Yep.
So that is what he's off to do.
It's fine, I guess.
All right. We have a copy of the map too, so.
Yes, you do. All right, so we'll pick up everything.
So, am I good to just go back to the ship then?
Yeah,
Do they need me here?
Are they gonna hang on to
Technically-
Henny?
So here's the deal. For the next week, you guys can roleplay anything that happened before this situation.
Okay.
When we
Yeah,
pick
that's
up next week, you will be in your positions that we just left at.
Okay, so I'll just be alone with Zay and
For
Vemin
the
and
moment.
Henny. Okay.
And Daito.
Nope, Daito's at the forge.
Oh, Daito's at the
At the
forge,
forge,
that's
work.
right.
Daito's at the
At the
fucking
forge.
forge.
Daito ain't doing shit.
Working
How far away is the cafe from where?
the main city.
Yeah.
It's one of the
It is so when you leave the Capitol building, it is approximately half a mile away. There's like a big square that everybody can like walk through, and then there's like buildings and stuff like that. Think of like the Vatican.
Okay.
You got the Vatican Temple, then you have the big like open courtyard, and then right past that is like actual buildings and businesses and things and so on.
Okay.
So it's like right there.
I'm a whole week to
Use
think
7th
about.
level.
Yeah, I'm just doing that for next time. Sorry. I
Yeah,
remember
for next
myself.
time. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. By the way, Keel, don't forget that you have your ghost tattoo. You could teleport somebody if you wanted to.
That's true.
Don't they have to be within a range though?
Well, if he used it when he was standing next to Ryan and Jake, so he could technically still do it. Anyway, that's just for future reference. Do whatever you guys got to do. I'm going to bed because I've got 3 start of cares to do tomorrow, and
Oh,
one of them I
God.
don't even know what time
Why?
to start it.
Yuck.
All right, good
That's
luck, buddy.
disgusting. Hi, Kip.
Good night.
Hi there.
Dude, one of them I
Oh.
called and was like, "Hey, can we do it at 9 o'clock?" They're like, "No, it has to be at 12." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." Called the second one. "Hey, can we do it at 9 o'clock?" They're like, "No, it has to be later in the afternoon." I'm like, "Okay, 2 or 3 it is then." The third one was supposed to be done today, but he didn't come home, so I have to call him and say, "Hey, it has to be done at 9 o'clock, otherwise I can't do it."
So, point of order, I use 7th level on force projection. So that means I have to
Ah.
upcast to 8th level for my sense
your-
force, technically.
For Sense Force,
So my big stuff is gone for the day.
the big stuff is dead.
That's real sad.
Dude,
actually.
I already blew my 6th level spell 2 on True Sight because I wasn't expecting there to be a combat.
I can't wait to play and get another character that's the opposite of ACOG.
There is no combat as far as I am currently aware.
Well, I don't know what Tanner's gonna plan.
We'll
We
see.
can discuss.
I'm real
Uh,
torn. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
I will prepare for a combat if that occurs.
Yo, actually, hold on, let me read
I
something.
told you, Judas is casting Saber Slash.
You're
He's
not even
flying
there.
right
You
at
don't
her.
know.
You're not there.
He's going.
He's there. I said
you're
I
not.
went with you guys.
You're
Yeah,
like
but you didn't
100
follow-
feet behind me, my guy.
No, he's closer than that.
He doesn't know what she is though, or
does
what I
not know
saw.
what
He has no
He can-
idea. Like you're
but he
telling me
can
that.
He can see her. He just can't see
Just,
what
he
she
just
is.
has fight or flight, guys. He's
You-
always.
I
been
haven't even
Yeah, but,
said
like-
anything.
Keel hasn't said anything to him.
Jake,
visible-
You
we
be
all
attacking
know,
an old woman for no reason with no problem.
we all know
Yeah.
that Judas is smarter than this, okay?
I don't know. Judas has murdered thousands of innocent people in his life.
Yes,
I
but
think.
but also he kind of knows if somebody says I'm gonna go check it out, you don't immediately decide, killing time.
Don't immediately go full Palpatine. Oh,